What's up, guys? How we doing? It is Sunday, football action. We're back, and it feels very similar, I guess, from the week ago because it's NFC South football. It's early action. It's questions coming into the game. But Thomas, how we doing?
Doing great. Listen, being 2-1 is way different than being 1-2. And like you mentioned, a lot of question marks for Philadelphia. We're going to get to the injuries, but I think a really good opportunity for them to kind of get back onto that NFC stage and show the rest of the conference that, yes, they are still one of the best teams in the National Football League, one of the best teams in the NFC, and maybe get a comfortable road win, Josh, something we have not done in maybe 10 or 12 calendar years, it feels like at this point, dating the last season, but I'm hopeful the Eagles are going to look good today.
I am too. Yes, it has been a really long time, as you say, with the visitor just going on the road and showing any sort of dominance. And how we think about the week 2, week 3 matchup against Tampa, where that actually happened last season. But then totally different story, obviously, with the playoff game.
Yep.
So can the team exact revenge? Can they show up and play well? A lot of questions there. I think first off, also shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's make sure and hit the like button if you've not already. But do that, helps out the channel as well. But as we've already said before, every time we've gotten over 1,000 likes, we've won. So we're 2-1 when we get over 1,000 likes combined. So just if you believe that or not. But appreciate you guys with the inactives themselves. So I need to share this just in case people are not up to date.
Yeah.
The inactives officially, and there's a lot to break down and go into here. I know the kickoff in about 9 minutes or so, so we will be sure to not miss that. But as of right now, the inactives listed for the Eagles: Tanner McKee, DeVonta Smith, and A.J. Brown. Obviously, the injuries there. Devin White, again, and that is, in Tampa, your return there. Lane Johnson, also with the injury, was possibly going to be able to go, not quite there, clearing the concussion protocol. And then Trevor Keegan and Byron Young as well. So I'll just leave it, quite honestly, where do you want to start with that? Because there's so many storylines with the inactives list as we look at it there.
I think the big one is A.J. Brown. I think I did a show on Friday whenever he was out practicing with his helmet, and I said, okay, this is a good sign, right? If he's going to test the hamstring on a random Friday before a game, before a bye week, that probably means he plays. I was wrong on that one. He's not going to play. That's a big loss for Philadelphia. They only have 4 receivers active today, Josh. They just have 4, and one is John Ross, wearing number 38 or 39 today, just, signed, elevated from the practice squad. It's going to be a very interesting game plan for Kellen Moore. And I think if you were last year with this sort of receiving core, you'd have no chance that Brian Johnson would figure things out. This season, though, I think this is going to be a big Kellen Moore game. How do you get Jahan Dotson going early, Josh? How do you make sure Paris Campbell gets enough touches to feel confident? When do you use Johnny Wilson as a pass catcher versus just a run blocker on the outside? I think the A.J. Brown, and obviously Smitty was never going to have a chance to go, is really the big question here. And I'm very curious to see what this offense looks like.
It's a massive question, and Josh H. here, appreciate the 2, said not confident about today's game. So understandably, I know that Josh is not alone. I am hopeful to see what does Jalen Hurts do, take that next step without those weapons, as you mentioned, A.J. Brown, DeVonta Smith, Lane Johnson with the blocking. Everyone knows the record. It's like 90 wins and like 40 losses and 2 draws whenever Lane Johnson's playing versus 14 and 22 whenever he's not playing. So just to not have Lane is not good. And then you add on top of that A.J. Brown, DeVonta Smith. But this is the reason, same thing, as far as, what you got with Kellen Moore. Can he be the difference maker? That's going to really be proven here if he can, lead this offense. Not even that it has to score 30 points, but if it can be just efficient enough, lean on the ground game. What are you going to get from Saquon Barkley and this O-line minus Lane Johnson? So I'm excited for. I do think that we'll end up seeing a point where, we could get, I don't know, maybe like if you can get a lead, right? Let's just say if you get a lead, keep running the football, and then you're fine. But that's the main question. Does the defense still show up? Is it the same one that we saw from the New Orleans game, or do we start seeing a little bit of struggles as we saw in the first couple weeks? So lots of questions there. Also within Tampa, because we do need to mention this. It's not like they're coming in clean and healthy and no injuries on that side. Tampa Bay inactives officially, Jake Camarda, Devin Culp, Luke Gedeke, starting right tackle, and Kalijah Cansey. So you talk about pass rush there. Also Antoine Winfield Jr., so 2 defensive keys for them. And then Jalen McMillan, wide receiver 3 of sorts, but he injured his hamstring in practice on Friday, I believe. So like I say, Eagles have a lot. The Bucs have a lot too. You could make, arguments on which one's more key. Obviously, AJ and Smitty are massive for the offensive side, but the Bucs have question marks already coming in, and then you're losing some of these guys as well.
Well, it's a Bucs team that really got embarrassed on the road in Denver last week. It's a game where the Bucs easily should have won. They should have been undefeated going into today. Defense kind of got worked by Bo Nix. The rushing attack from Denver had 146 yards on the ground, and the offensive line gave up 6 sacks to Baker Mayfield. And on a week where we're all looking at Bryce Huff's social media page, deleting all Eagle-related posts, turning off comments, seemingly, I don't know, locking in like playoff LeBron, or kind of just upset that people are calling him trash on Instagram. Probably that one, but this feels like a day where the defensive line, maybe it's not Bryce Huff, maybe it's Jalen Carter, Josh, who had maybe his best game ever as a Philadelphia Eagle. Even though the stats weren't crazy, the tape was insane versus the Saints. He has a big day today, obviously going up against a very weak and pretty injured Buck offensive line. I think the Eagle defense has a real chance, and I'm less worried about the Eagle D-line than I've been the past couple of weeks. This is Quinyon Mitchell's biggest test. I mean, we talk about good receivers, Christian Watson, Chris Olave, obviously going up against the Atlanta Falcons, but this is the real test for Quinyon Mitchell today. Darius Slay was standing by him, working with a lot of pregame stuff, trying to give him some help and some hints on how to take on Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Those are the matchups I'm very curious to watch, see if the Eagles secondary, most notably the Eagles rookie, can hold on against a very lethal passing attack.
Quinyon's been phenomenal, but yeah, you're going to get a test, absolutely, whether it is Mike Evans, Chris Godwin.
Yep.
I'm interested. Do we see that element there? Also, with the questions of Isaiah Rodgers, kind of go along the lines of, to really appreciate the 5, said, is Devin White really not good enough to play, or is he really hurt? I mean, from so far, all we've heard, week 1, that was an ankle injury, okay, but then he's gotten in full practice. He's not listed on the injury report. If there's anything injury-related, the Eagles have to report something, anything of value there, of saying that, yes, it's an actual injury. So there's something strange going on. It's not injury-related in my mind. They maybe don't believe in him based on what they've seen from the film, the tape, the practices. I don't know, but yeah, it's a strange scenario there with Devin White nonetheless. And the fact that you're not seeing him, as we said earlier, in Tampa of all places, I think the writing's on the wall. I highly doubt that you're going to see a Devin White scenario this season. I mean, unless someone just gets injured, which, knock on wood, fingers crossed, no one does. But that just seems totally I don't know, unquestionable that you're not going to see him there, which is ridiculous to say at this point. Thick Nick, appreciate the 2, said, go Birds, 27-21. So we're getting score predictions here. I know you've said, what, 24-20? Was that
24-20?
24-20.
Yep, that's kind of where I'm going. I think a little bit lower scoring today. And Josh, if you're the Bucs, you mentioned Saquon Barkley. It should be loaded boxes all day long. Like, you should be daring Jalen Hurts to beat you with Jahan Dotson, Johnny Wilson, and Paris Campbell. Like, if they let Saquon run wild today, then it's just further proof that you're not going to be able to stop Saquon no matter what. But if you're Tampa and Todd Bowles, enough with blitzing Hurts and trying to stop these receivers, load up the box, make sure Barkley doesn't beat you, and keep it low scoring would be my guess taking on Philadelphia.
Yeah, yep. It's going to see, does Jalen, how much do they get him involved? Because you mentioned earlier, Bo Nix playing really well and
really well,
you know, kind of looking like Mike Vick of sorts at times of making plays. It seems like the Bucs will probably have a little bit more of a focus on Jalen with running, but we have seen him be willing to use his legs at times. But, you know, to what extent, how much will we get that versus a just lean on Saquon Barkley? You know, as we've all been feeling that way sometimes, they start to run the football and then maybe potentially get away from it for whatever reason. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully we're not sitting here freaking out, but appreciate all you guys, again, hanging out with us. We're going to have a blast. Kick off here in just a couple minutes, and make sure to hit the like button. Again, it definitely helps. We're up to 150 combined, so we're getting there. And over the course of this thing, this definitely helps the Eagles with momentum, as we've proven scientifically from these streams. But this is going to be fun. I think that I've gone with, similarly, of that 24-20 range, the 23-17, I've seen a lot of those, 23-20, somewhere in that area, because it feels like it will be more of a defensive naturally because you don't have some of those playmakers and attack weapons for both sides. But, I mean, really, how about the defensive line as a whole, but the pass rush? Yeah. Can they get to Baker? Can they have a multiple sack game? Can they be dominant? Like, the interior O-line of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is not very good. I mean, Cody Mauch got absolutely destroyed against the Broncos, and he continues to kind of be iffy, spotty. He's got the fact that he might be going up against, surely they won't go one-on-one Jalen Carter, but he's got his hands full. I would love to see the Bread Man get a first sack or maybe a couple sacks. Possibly playing angry after the Georgia Bulldogs lost to the Crimson Tide last night. But
good one last night.
Whatever it takes, right? Like, just get yourself hyped, get yourself motivated.
Fire Game says 44-10 Bucs, and then Sumki Diktame says good dose of Evans and Godwin today. Got a couple Bucs people watching the stream, which is fine, but we're a little biased here, as you can probably tell by the stuff that's standing and sitting behind us here. It's a little bit there. I mean, Evans and Godwin have had the Eagles number. I mean, we go back to the past 3 matchups against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they've always had good games. That playoff game was wild. I mean, a ton of crossing routes against a very weak Eagle defense. I'm very excited to see what Vic Fangio is going to go ahead and scheme up today and where his emphasis are, right? Is it blitzing? Is it trying to get pressure on Baker Mayfield? Is it trying to sit back in coverage and just make sure Mike Evans and Godwin don't beat you through the air? It's going to be a fascinating chess piece today, Josh, and what an opportunity for a really banged up Eagles team to get a win, 3-1, go into the bye, get healthy, and really kind of restart the season starting in week 7, hopefully fresh and healthy and close to 100% as you possibly can be.
Yep. Sorry, I think I lost the. Can you hear me now? My connection.
I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, you were muted there for a second. I was going to say, I thought I was going crazy. Okay, we're back.
Okay, no,
we're fine.
I there's something with the mic plug-in here. It didn't freak everyone out either. Does it? Your ears okay?
Thank goodness.
The last time that
we're
happened.
Good.
Okay. Maybe I just won't.
I thought I
mess
was
with
going
that side of
crazy.
it.
I was like,
no,
I
you're good. Maybe I won't.
I
have muted myself on accident before. That time it was not. I was literally seeing the levels, but then I was like, wait a second, you're not responding or seeing anything. So okay. What I was trying to say, assuming that we don't blow anybody's eardrums out, was just the fact that this could be a season kind of building win season. With the momentum, if you get something like this with the players being out, guys that have to step up, then all of a sudden you're like, hey, this depth is even better than we thought. And then you think about you're going into the bye week. It's a perfect situation, perfect setup for Philly if they can show up to play. And heck, I mean, to create a score in the first quarters. We're just about ready for kickoff here. Like they're at a commercial break as right now for me, but the Eagles have not scored in the first quarter. Will we see that? Kind of an odd, strange anomaly. They could have probably at this point if we kicked a field goal. So, could be better.
Keep the turnovers down. We didn't talk about that a lot. No early Jalen Hurts turnover today. That's kind of my hope as they bring us back at Raymond James Stadium. I got the scoreboard being shown, Josh, 10 on the kickoff clock in case we are locked in here, and we are ready to go. It's hot there. 104-degree field temperature. The humidity is over 85%. It's gonna be a sweaty one, Josh. The IVs are gonna have to be ready at halftime, and man, I'm just pumped. I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Let's do it. All right, I'm gonna refresh mine because I am like significantly behind. So hopefully I'll catch back up. But
all right, I got Aaron Andrews on my screen right now, getting ready for kickoff. As I think you get the Buck offense first. We haven't seen exactly what we're looking at here, but my guess is you're going to have the Buck offense. They got their white jerseys, gray pants, gray helmets. Eagles going with green jerseys, white pants, green helmets, and that is true, as it will be Braden Mann getting ready to kick this one away, Josh, from his own 35-yard line. They're showing me the Buck returner right now, and Mann has kicked it off. Here we go. All right, week 4, we're ready to rock. As Philly is going to bounce this one. It is returnable. Will be run out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Avonte Maddox on the hit. And we will see Baker Mayfield and this Buck offense first. Again, 7 points last week, Josh. Not a very impressive day for what was a team coming off a very impressive win against the Lions 2 weeks ago. And now we see what the Eagle defense can do early and often off of their best week against the Saints just a couple of days ago.
All right, here we go. I'll keep refreshing, but I may be different time zones, and I've got the local broadcast because that is locally here. I don't know if yours is the ticket or not, or the YouTube TV version, but we'll see. Hopefully we get synced up.
Quick pass from Mayfield, double pumps, throws, that's caught. That's Evans. He's short of the first down, but runs forward for a gain of 8, and that'll be the first positive play of the day. 37 on the play clock, Josh, as we try and sync up here. Let me know if I need to pause to get us synced up, but that'll be a gain of 8, be second down and 2.
I have not seen the first play yet, so I'm significantly behind. Yep.
Okay, we'll see if you catch back up here. Second down and 2. As Evans, 2 touchdowns on the season. That was catch number 12 as they go shotgun. Rachaad White to the right of Mayfield. Eagles showing a little bit of pressure here in the opening drive for the Bucs. Now motion across the formation. Baker takes a snap. Turn give. That's going to be White. Left side. He's got the first down and Moore. Breaks a tackle across the 40. And White is going to be across the 45, maybe to the 46. And that's a good run there by Rachaad White to give the Bucs a big positive play here as they're moving the ball well.
Well, I don't like hearing that. I haven't seen it yet, but don't like hearing it.
Looked like a big miss from Zack, Baun, and Gardner Johnson and Dean. They all kind of got caught up in each other. Some poor missed tackles there for Philadelphia.
Yeah,
and let's see what they can do here after a pretty good start for Tampa Bay. 1,000 people watching. Appreciate you guys tuning in. First drive for the Bucs. 13:44 to go here, opening drive. Ball on the Buck 46. Mayfield under center. Motion across the formation. Takes a snap. Play action. Steps to the left. Throws. That's going to be caught short of the line to gain and tackled pretty quickly by Reed Blankenship for a gain of 4. That's Palmer. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
All right. Better. Positive. Still haven't seen that play, but
jeez.
Yeah, I think I'm about a full play behind. You announce it, and then they're about at the line to take the snap. So
all right, I'll probably pause here where we can link up. Crazy how behind. I don't know if I'm on the Fox broadcast or if I'm on the ticket broadcast. I was going to say
on the
ticket, but
okay, yeah. If you're on the ticket, that would make sense because I'm on the Fox, and it seems like that one's always behind.
2nd down and 7 from the 49-yard line of Tampa Bay. Shotgun. Baker takes a snap. Quick pass. That's out of the backfield. That's caught. That's just about maybe a 1st down. As Irving is going to be a yard short, it'll be 3rd down and 1. I'll check during our next break here, Josh, so we keep the game going here.
Yep.
Eagle defense, they've been on their heels a little bit. A lot of quick passes from Baker Mayfield early on this drive, though. Makes sense.
Yeah, you don't want your quarterback to take a lot of hits. 7 sacks last week. As I'm seeing that play now, and wow, that was a pretty good play. Yeah, Reed stopping him just short. Looked like he was going to have it.
3rd down and 1 inside Eagle territory from the Eagle 46.5-yard line. Eagles going with a 4-man front. Maddox slot to the near side. Now they're going to motion Godwin across formation. Play fake, throw to Godwin. That's caught. There's a big 1st down. That was easy pitch and toss against man as Maddox gets beat. And the Bucs offense is really moving well, converting another 3rd down.
Well, that was what I was curious about. Avonte Maddox against Godwin. Not necessarily the matchup that I would prefer to see, but it's what it is.
Baker 4 for 4 for 24 yards here opening drive. 11:49 to go for Tampa Bay here in the first quarter. Baker now in the gun from the Eagle 37-yard line. White to his right. Takes a snap. 4-man pressure. Quick screen left side. That's incomplete. And a good play there. I couldn't see who jumped in front of the screen going to Rachaad White. But it looked like an Eagle got in the way, and that's the first incompletion. A Baker Mayfield will be 2nd down and 10. All right, 20 on the play clock, 11:38 to go opening drive here as Josh and I will sync up at our next time out. If you're watching right now, you can pause your TV and sync up with us as they go 2nd down and 10 from the Eagle 37. Looks like Godwin and Evans tight to the near side. Motion takes the snap. Baker going to go for a quick screen to Palmer out of the backfield. He's going to get a pretty big gain with blockers in front. That'll be 7. Be 3rd down and short. Quinyon Mitchell on the tackle. And again, these short, quick screen passes have worked well against the Eagles secondary.
Well, it sounds like they've adjusted the game plan a little bit after your quarterback gets hit so often, and assuming the Eagles might be trying to get a little extra pressure. Get a stop. Gosh, yeah, you're right. I'm seeing the play there. CJ kind of misses the tackle.
3rd down and 2 now for Philadelphia. 4.5 minutes so far on this drive. Baker, quick snap, 3rd down and 2, gonna throw left side. That's tipped and still caught for a 1st down as White still going, breaks a tackle, and then finally out of bounds at the Eagle 15. This ball gets tipped at the line of scrimmage and still goes right into White's hand and a big gain into the Eagle red zone. Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
These quick passes have been wide open every single time, Josh, as it looked like Baun got his hand on it. Would have been an incomplete pass, and yet White is still 5 yards open, able to readjust for the 1st down. Gosh, they got to figure out something right now.
You got to be kidding me. Oh, lovely.
1st and goal. They put him at the Eagle 8. Mayfield going to go empty now. Takes the snap. He's going to go quick screen right side. That's caught by Godwin, and he's going to go all the way to the 3-yard line as Nolan Smith finally trips him up. But I wonder how long it's going to take for Vic Fangio to figure out that quick screens are killing us so far in this opening drive. 2nd and goal from the 2 coming.
You would hope not very long.
crazy. They're just going right down the field right now. 10:05 to go here. 20 straight games without a touchdown on their opening drive for the Bucs. They might be breaking that streak right here. Second down and goal from the Eagle 2. Baker in the gun. White to his right. Trips across the formation. Baker takes a snap. Looking left. He's going to throw. Steps up. Fires back at the end zone. Caught Mike Evans. That's easy. Touchdown. 6-0 Tampa Bay. He beat Gardner Johnson for probably the easiest opening drive we've seen of the season so far, Josh. That was not good.
Okay. Didn't see it, but yeah. Hate to hear it.
One-on-one with Gardner Johnson, and that's not even close, as Gardner Johnson has been a problem in coverage.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow,
yeah, watching the same.
Very easy. Very, very easy. Wow.
Very similar, feels like the Chris Olave score. You know, the throw over to the left side, back of the end zone. Pretty easy.
Felt like the exact same thing as the extra point is up and good. And so I'm on the DirecTV stream right now, Josh. So I will, reset, and then we're going to have to pause and sync up, I guess, as they're going just now to commercial break. So I'll get back from break. Okay. I'll pause it. And you let me know when you're back from break, and we're going to have to roll with that. So, woof, that was not the best overall opening drive. Holy cow. Oh, nope. Man.
Made it look pretty easy, which, you know, not that most people, but I got a few comments on this because I was like, hey, this might be a difficult game. And it's incredibly early first drive. I know that. But people are like, oh, if the Broncos can do that, we could do 4 times better. But as we all understand, it's the NFL. And each week is a new week. And just because a supposed bad team, which I would agree probably the Broncos are not a great team, but just because the Broncos show up and win 26-7 does not mean that the Eagles walk in here and it's like, oh, yeah, great. I mean, even with the injuries or without, it would still be like, okay, you got to show up and play. And whether it's game plan, whether it's the players not executing, that first drive is absolutely not what we all wanted.
Ooh.
So, I think the hope would have been like, all right, let's not put as much pressure on the offense. Let's get an opening stop. But Jalen Hurts, you've inherited a 7-0 hole that you got to climb out of. So.
Gotta love being in a hole. Yep, that's something the Eagle offense has done a lot of, or been in a lot of cases so far earlier in the season. I mean, hopefully Vic Fangio, resets here, Josh, and goes, okay, so they're going to throw a lot of quick screens on us. Let's get tight up on the receivers with our cornerbacks and try and slow it down here, because doesn't matter how good your defensive line played last week. If Baker's getting the ball out in like under a second and a half, it's going to be a very quick and long day for the Eagle defense. That was rough.
Yep. Doesn't matter who you are. If you're allowing it that easily there, as I was kind of felt like watching on replay after you announced it there, but getting extra insight, Nakobe Dean missed a few tackles. We saw Zach Baun miss at least one tackle. C.J. Gardner-Johnson missed a tackle. So
yep.
The guy's not being in the great spots and making an easy pitch and catch, but at the same time, you just amplify that when you're missing those tackles and not able to bring guys down. So looks like Falcons are up early on the Saints, 7-0. Vikings up on the Packers, 7-0. Colts have scored against the Steelers, up 7-0.
Wow.
A couple quick scores early.
Jaguars 7-0 over the Texans too. That was another one that people thought would be a big-time blowout, as we are starting to come back from breaks. I'm going to pause here, Josh. Let me know when you get the Burger King with the Fox robot here. That way we can link up. As we haven't had this problem so far this year, and it seems like this is going to be the first game. So, again, if you're watching with us, just pause your TV, link it with us. Mm-hmm. It's an easy way to do it. Remember, YouTube's got a delay on top of the normal broadcast delay.
And
so
now I'm
probably
seeing the Burger King with the...
All right. There we go. So now they're circling Gardner Johnson for me. So let me know when, as soon as they circle Gardner Johnson.
Yep, just seeing the circle.
All right. We're linked up now. Perfect. We're good to go.
Daniel with the 2 said, where can I watch the game? If you have
Sunday
ticket, that's kind of the main go-to, unless your local channel is somehow luckily watching it. But that's
spend the money.
Difficult. Yeah.
Or watch us. It's that simple. 10 plays, 79-yard scoring drive, Josh, as the kick is up and return. No, it's going to be out the back of the end zone, as Shipley's going to knee that one. And out will come. Actually, I think who is that? Is that Cooper DeJean? No, that might have been Isaiah Rodgers.
I was going to say that looked like.
I think that was a 3.
Zay, maybe. Hang on.
Might have seen Rodgers make.
Why didn't he return that then? No, he was. Yeah, he was literally like at the 9 yards back. So, all right, but at least he's out there.
Got the keys to the game here from Tom Brady. It says no turnovers. Wouldn't that be something? Could the Eagles go turnover free today, Josh? I don't want to jinx it. Knock on wood. Let's see if they can do it. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
They move the ball well. Will Shipley is in the backfield alongside Saquon Barkley for this opening play. It'll be a throw. Hurts takes a snap, pumps. Now he's going to be a little bit of trouble, rolls out of it, clean pocket, still looking, steps up, fires deep left side. That's going to be wide open, incomplete.
Oh my gosh.
Barkley had gotten behind the defense and Hurts threw it out of bounds.
He
That's
had
a tough
him.
throw, Josh.
You're
On the
right.
run,
He had him.
throw.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a wounded duck throw. That ball did not come out with a tight spiral by any means, so probably affected him. I know he's on the run there, but yeah, Saquon just running on that wheel route, gets behind all the defenders. I mean, he's behind everyone by like 5 yards. If Jalen could just
tough throw,
almost
though.
if he could just stop and throw. He had a guy chasing him. I wonder if he had time there.
Second down and 10 from the Eagle 30. 9:36 to go, opening quarter. Hurts in the pistol, takes a snap, turn, give Barkley running left side, and he's going to be hit immediately by Levante David and not get a yard. So early on, Josh, the Buck defenders are up on that line of scrimmage. They are daring Philadelphia to throw this football, and back out comes Dotson, Wilson, and Gainwell for this third down as Saquon trots off. Very quick 3-and-out would not be good.
Nope, we saw that against the Saints, and it ended up being okay. But yeah, let's not fall into a 7-0 hole and then also punt the ball away.
Again, look at that press man. They got really tight coverage across the board, and the Eagles are going to go empty. Third down and 10. 9 on the play clock. Hurts going in the gun. No running backs, and he's motioning to his receiver to the left. Stamps his foot, takes the snap. Here comes a delayed blitz up the right side. Hurts sees it, throws. That's caught short of the line to gain, and Goedert's going to be 4 yards short, and there's a 3-and-out for Philadelphia. That was quick.
Yep. You know, not a surprise. You see Jalen being blitzed there. Gets hit as he gets it away, but there's not really enough options to go places there because he doesn't have much time. So you get behind the chains early. That's what happens.
All right, so Braden Manning to punt this one away. 4th down and 3, as the Eagle defense is going to need a really quick stop to make sure this isn't a very fast hole for Jalen Hurts and company. As Mann will stand at his own 20, and we have a whistle. And our first flag here, my guess would be a false start on Philadelphia, and it is. Back them up 5 more yards.
Great.
Okay. Can't really have anything. Have we had a nice quick start so far this season, Josh? The answer, I think, is no.
Well, yeah, I mean, it depends on, I guess, what we want to view as a nice quick start because we haven't scored in the first quarter, but there have been some games where it's at least been like, yeah, hey, we're moving the football down the field. Still remains to be seen.
Man shanks this one to the right. This one looks like it's going to take a good Eagle bounce, though, and be fielded at the 20-yard line, and it's going to be stopped as he called a fair catch. So that's a pretty actually good punt. Angle to the right and stopped at the Buck 20. And so back out will come Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans, and the Buck offense after this commercial break.
I didn't actually realize, maybe this has been this way for forever. I didn't realize if you call a fair catch and you catch it on a bounce.
I didn't either, but here.
But okay.
Okay. All right, let's see some of these other scores here. See where we're at for the rest of the NFL. We are 7-0 Falcons, 0-0 Rams Bears, Vikings 7, Packers nothing, Colts 7, Steelers nothing, Broncos and Jets is 0-0, Bengals and Panthers scoreless, 7-0 Jaguars versus Texans is your final score of the day. So if you're looking at your fantasy teams, not a lot of action in this early stretch here, Josh.
Yeah, it's actually funny because whenever they had the 13 games on the early stretch a couple weeks ago, it was like, wow, this is insane. But then the fact that they've gone to the 2 on Monday night and it's a little bit slower paced. A little bit different.
Oh man, you really got to hope this defense can hold on. 14-0 without these receivers is quite the hole. It's quite the hole. Watching us right now, appreciate. Sorry, go ahead. 1,500 people watching.
Yeah, there we go. We got a lot of people here. 312 likes. If you've not already, drop a like. Helps the team as always. And let's see. I think we had a comment. Making sure I didn't miss one. Well,
did you miss one?
No. Okay. I thought there was one. I already got that one. It was just the Daniel comment. So
is Devin White a healthy and active? The answer is yes. Devin White is a healthy and active. So his time, I think they're going to at that point where they're probably holding up the linebacker ring way they can get something for him. But trade deadline October, yeah, probably at some point over the next couple of weeks would be my guess. But what are you gonna do? All right, Vic Fangio on the screen right now for his 38th season as an NFL coach. Hopefully, he has a solution to a pretty bad defensive look on that opening drive, Josh. 7-0 Bucs, 7:49 to go here in the first quarter, and back out comes Baker Mayfield. 1st and 10 from his own 20.
Dare I say it can't get worse.
Baker in the gun, running back to his left. Motion Godwin across the formation. 15 on the play clock. Baker takes the snap. Play action. Steps up across the middle. Throws. Caught Evans. Sorry, that's Otten. That's a first down there for the tight end. Both Eagle linebackers dragged down Cade Otten, but not after he got at least 13. And every single play here has been pretty positive, minus the one incompletion, Josh.
Yeah, not a whole lot that you like to see so far there. And it looked like kind of a maybe zone situation. Kobe ultimately was the linebacker there, but not anywhere close enough to make anything of a difference with Cade Otten. So pretty easy first down.
15 to go here. It's Baker under center from his own 36. 7-0 Bucs here, first quarter. Motion Godwin again, takes the snap. He's going to play action, roll the right, quick pass, and that's going to be an incompletion. And there goes Chris Godwin. He's got a big gain on the right side after I think it was Maddox who missed, as that's going to go for probably 30, Josh.
Yep, you're right. That was Avonte Maddox, and if you think back to the Keely Ringo meme of trying to take down Jake Ferguson and put his head down, don't look at the tackle, that's about where Avonte Maddox went. He took his eye off of Godwin, and I mean it's a good move. It's a good move from Godwin to try to juke or step back, but my gosh, that's abysmal.
All right, ball all the way up at the Eagle, 36-yard line. 11 passes, 1 rush for the Bucs offense. They saw something in film this past week. They figured out the Eagle defense early. Baker takes the snap. Here comes another pass. Looking to the right, steps up, throws left side, wide open, caught. There's Evans, and he's across the 20, down to the 19, right in front of Darius Slay. And this secondary is getting absolutely shredded, Josh.
Yeah, this is not good. This is a pretty atrocious defense. You hoped that there were some changes made on that opening drive. Baker Mayfield is 11 for 12 with 123 yards now, and we are, halfway through the first quarter?
That was Blankenship on Evans there, and that was not really fair, as Evans has 3 for 27 and a touchdown. Back in the red zone are Baker and the Bucs from the Eagle 19. In the shotgun, 5:53 to go here. First quarter, takes the snap. Here's run number 2 of the day, and breaking tackles goes the Buck back to the 15 to be a gain of 5. Be second down and short.
Well, bend but don't break, I suppose. We've already let them just easily march down the field into the red zone, but the Eagles are one of the better red zone defenses. Got to make something happen.
Eagle defense had really rough games the first 2 weeks and then played fantastic last Sunday afternoon around this time against the Saints, holding that team to just to 12 points. But it's been tough sledding so far today. They got to make sure it's not 14-0 in a couple of minutes. Here we go. Second down and 6 now as Baker takes a shotgun snap, low, picks it up, throws, caught, touchdown. Jeez, Palmer right in front of Darius Slay. It's gonna be 14-0, Josh. This is absolutely unbelievable how bad the secondary looks. They're getting just shredded.
You're right. I mean,
oof.
Bad secondary play.
Oof. Not
much pressure on Baker Mayfield.
Zero pressure.
Considering that you don't have a great offensive line there, but Palmer just with the. Yeah, I mean, Dean's there, doesn't really drop back enough. Slay lets him get inside leverage, and that's about as easy as you want.
And now
it's a good throw. It's a good catch, but still.
Sure.
But...
So now you have an offense without 2 of your top weapons, as it is 14-0 with the extra point, and you are in a massive hole. So really good start, Josh. I'm really glad we're doing this. Really fun early on here for the Eagles, huh? This is really, really great.
Yeah, because that's exactly how I was thinking this game would turn out. We'd go down early, and then Jalen Hurts without key receiving weapons. That's the recipe for success, is that you try to climb your way back without a lot of receiving options. So, fantastic.
Jeez,
man,
this crazy.
Is bad. This is terrible.
How bad. This is like the worst the defense has looked, and it's not close. Easily the worst this defense has looked.
It brings up the question, as to really appreciate the two said, well, let's just focus on the bye week now. I mean, I hear you. It's incredibly early though.
You
Like I
can't do that,
personally am
though.
not giving up right now. I know that we're down 14-0 and it's looked atrocious. I will say this, and we talked about it a little bit briefly as well. One of the differences between the Saints and the Bucs offenses are that the Saints were going to use 12 personnel quite a bit, which meant that you
Yeah.
could use 5 down linemen. And so that helped not really with the pass rush, because we still didn't see a ton of pressure, but it helped with the run defense. But it also kind of changes things whenever you're either playing in the nickel or the base defense and things like that. But for the
Yep.
Bucs, they play a lot of 11 personnel. So then the question was, well, okay, if you're only going to be rushing 4 down linemen most of the time, assuming you don't blitz, which Fangio doesn't too often, does that allow for Baker Mayfield to get a little bit more time? Can they utilize that with a pocket and then take advantage of the fact that, he's got good receiving weapons and Mike Evans and Chris Godwin? But it's so far like, okay, pressure's not there, which is not unusual from what we've seen, but it's just, as you've been calling it, like a dink and dunk for the most part. But then the problem is when they continue to convert for these first downs and miss tackles and the player's not making plays, then it opens up the bigger plays because you have guys either pressing or they're trying to do a little bit too much, or they're seeing one thing when the offense uses it as a little bit of a fake.
Yep.
And it's a dangerous game because this is a slippery slope of all of a sudden you let it 14-0, they could start running the football a little bit more. They can change things up. Got to make adjustments, but not good so far. Tony Cadillac with the 2 said, bro, we getting cooked, getting big cooked by Baker.
Big
Yeah.
cook.
Mm-hmm.
Big cook. We better hope that this is not going to be another 3-and-out, or else this game could get over very, very quickly. Holy cow. All right, they're back here as they're showing me a little Baker Mayfield quote as the Bucs they've had the Eagles number. I mean, geez, this is like the Achilles heel, going to Tampa and just struggling. I know they got that one win early last season, but this is a completely different game so far today. A 5-play, 80-yard scoring drive, the 15-yard catch to Trey Palmer for the touchdown as this kick is underway with 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Hurts and company, as this is going to be a kneel by Isaiah Rodgers. It is Isaiah Rodgers, Josh. I see a 34 there. Pretty cool to see him out and healthy. Could use him on defense maybe with Maddox struggling mightily, but got to get a first down here, Josh. You got to just get something and hope it's 14-7 by the time we give the ball back to Baker Mayfield, because holy cow, we cannot slow him down.
Oh, you're right. We cannot. Elbert, appreciate the 2 also said Reddick, ? No fee pressure. Yeah.
Huff's not doing anything, at least early. He's been completely non-existent, but that's par for the course so far.
$17 million for nothing.
Third play, 3
Good
plays
gosh.
for Philadelphia. This will be play number 4 coming up from the Eagle 30. They've only had the ball for 1:33. They have 7 total yards, all done on a Goedert catch on 3rd down that wasn't long enough.
Lovely.
Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his right. 4 in the play clock. Stamps his foot, takes the snap. It's going to be a play fake. He looks across the middle, throws, and that's going to be caught. And then, Goedert dropped it. Jeez, it was a perfect throw, and it would have been a big gainer, and he dropped it.
Jeez, you can't afford to do that. You cannot afford to do that. You're right. It hit him in the hands. Oh, he didn't look it in. He's trying to go make a big play. He sees the space out in front because, I mean, my gosh, there was nobody there. He was going to get at least another 20 yards after that.
Need that
That's
in the game.
all on Goedert.
Where it's 14-0, and you need a first down, and now 2nd down and 10. Hurts is open 1 for 3. Under center, offset I formation now. Barkley, the back, he's going to get it, running to the left side, makes a man miss, and then falls forward for some positive yards. They'll give him probably 2.5. It'll be 3rd down and long for the Eagles, just praying they don't go 3-and-out, as it's 105 degrees. Current temperature, it feels like on the field. You know that Eagle defense is trying to catch their breath a little bit after getting carved up the last 2 drives. Whew, boy. Here we go.
Not
3rd
good.
down and long. 3rd and 7 officially. 0 points still in the first quarter. Only team in the NFL. The Eagles, 0 points so far with 4 minutes left in this first quarter. Johnny Wilson, slot to the far side. Paris Campbell, the lone receiver, to the bottom of the formation. Motion Dotson. Hurts takes a snap in the gun. Barkley to his right. 4-man pressure. Here comes they come, and it's going to be a Vita Vea sack. Oh, it's going to be a long day, Josh. It's going to be a long 2 weeks going into this bye week at 2-2. They look awful early. Jeez.
That was not good. Vita Vea playing questionable, had a knee injury coming in, just immediately swipes Mekhi Becton aside and getting the sack on Jalen there. So that only 4-man pressure too. We talk about, is Bowles going to bring blitz? Is that going to affect Jalen? When you get pressure like that with only 4 down linemen, it's a wrap.
Comes punt number 2 on the day for Braden Mann on a 4th and 17. As you're going to have to pray the Eagles defense does not make it 21-0 as the punt is off. And this one's pretty good, going all the way catchable at the 24 and fieldable by Palmer. And he's tackled. Nope, he breaks a tackle. Now he's running backwards and hit and falls forward for a lot more than he should. Got across the 25 to the 27, and back out comes the red-hot Baker Mayfield and the ice-cold Eagle defense. Goddard's got to catch that pass, man.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh.
Totally changes things if he does.
It's going to be a long day. This is already looking like it's going to be a very long day. Holy cow. Oh, man.
Why is it just never easy? Why it doesn't
Nope.
matter whether it's injuries,
Nope.
whether we're healthy, whether the offense is playing well, the defense is not. The defense is playing well, the offense is not. Special teams has been, quite honestly, not great so far this season altogether. So, you look at this squad and it's like there's reasons that they could and should be playing well, and time again.
And it's not like they haven't had opportunities on offense. I mean, they've had a couple of open receivers and just not been able to make any sort of conversions. You had a drop. You had kind of a poor throw by Jalen Hurts. It's oh man, it's been rough. They have. Oh, is Jahan Dotson going to do something today, Josh? Seems like the one day where he maybe could. Is Bryce Huff going to do anything? Oh man, we look like the 2023 Eagles. Does Andrew Steinberg? Yep. The final 7 weeks of the season, Eagles. Exactly what it looks like. As Benjamin says, the team sucks and is hurt. It's true. What did I miss, says Yarden? You missed the defense getting absolutely shredded. No pressure, and the secondary is getting cooked. Getting cooked.
This is feeling very early on. Sorry, I'm going to get to the super chats, by the way. Yes, Christian, I saw yours. We were just waiting on that one. The 2, thank you for that. Earlier was saying Maddox gone, Rodgers in. I mean, what the F is going on? So, yes, that was the defensively. Maybe we'd see it at this point if Fangio doesn't like what he's seen. The fact that you start the game that way, though, I envision that he's not going to make a personnel switch of going, well, hey, this isn't working. You're going to bench someone. It'd have to be, I don't know, it's already bad, but it'd have to be just
really ugly,
terrible, miserable to do that. But yes, as far as like what we've seen, I mean, I'm honestly feeling like this was what we were doing in January for the playoff game. Like that's kind of what it feels like here.
Exactly
like, hey, showing up, not ready to play. The only, I guess, one of the bigger differences is we didn't have AJ Brown, but you at least had Smitty there. Now it's like you're down 14-0. The defense has not shown anything at all, but can Jalen, I'm not saying it's impossible, but can Jalen dig them out of a hole? 14 points down, could be, who knows, 17, 21 after this drive.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have anyone but, I mean, Goedert and Saquon, we've only run the ball, 2 times? So not looking good. It feels very reminiscent of that game in January.
All right, Moro Jomo in alongside Jordan Davis. No Jalen Carter for this third drive, and Moro Jomo jumped. So there'll be an offsides, and it'll be a first down and short as the Eagles are just really mailing this game in right now. This is embarrassing.
For a team that preaches, and I know it's one of the accountability fundamentals, consistency. I guess give it to them. They are consistent. It's maybe for the wrong reasons, but there's consistency.
Speaking of consistent, Baker 12 for 13, a $138, 2 touchdowns. If you started him in fantasy, you're feeling pretty good this morning. It's 1st and 5 now for Tampa on the third drive of the day for them from the Tampa 32. Baker under center, motion across the formation, takes a snap, turn, give White right side, big hole, makes Slay miss, still going is Rachaad White. That'll be a 15-yard gain. And, defense has had 0 negative plays, Josh. I don't think that they got to be averaging 10 yards of play right now.
Wouldn't doubt it. It has been a take what you get approach from the defense. Not even a bend but don't break, but just take what you want. You can have any play, any possession. Way too easy.
Jeez, I just cannot believe how horrid this defense has looked as the ball up across the Tampa 45. Right at the Tampa 45. 9 first downs for Tampa, 0 for Philadelphia. Baker in the gun, takes a snap. He's going to throw. Steps up, throws right side. That's caught Otten, tackled immediately by Blankenship to the 50. So that'd be a 5-yard gain there. And probably the best defensive play of the day so far for Philadelphia. It still goes for 5. Be 2nd down and short.
It's amazing whenever we're saying that's the best defensive play, but you're right, because before that play, they were averaging officially 10.5 yards per play. So, you want to make it easy on a team, allow a first down every single play.
2nd down and 4. They officially give them 6 now. 2:18 to go here in this opening quarter. Play clock's winding down. Bucs are going to have to hurry up here. 10 on the play clock. They haven't broken the huddle yet. know if they're going to burn a timeout. They're probably going to have to at this point. And yes, they do. So a couple of miscommunications there, I guess, from Baker and the Bucs. They'll burn their first timeout. No harm, no foul, though. They're up 14-0 with 2 minutes left in this game. As the Bucs have not had back-to-back opening drive touchdowns since, I think it was, would that say 10 years? It said a long time ago.
I think so.
Since they've done this. So, man, this is fun.
Whew.
This is
so
a very, very
great.
fun start.
Yeah, and we're, we've got 3 more quarters. Gosh, I don't know. I don't know about this.
Could get a lot worse. Yeah, it could get very ugly. If they score on this drive, Josh, people are going to start checking out. I mean, Eagle fans are going to turn off the TV.
Yeah. I mean, I'm laughing to keep from crying. I'm laughing like out of delirium, I suppose, if that's a thing. But come on,
all right,
guys,
they're
do
back
something.
here now. So 2nd down and 4 now as Baker breaks the huddle. Officially 2:05 to go here in this opening quarter. As it's Evans and Godwin. Now they motion Godwin tight to the formation. 172 total yards to 0 for Philadelphia. Play fake, and it's going to be a hit and sack. Brandon Graham got him. Oh, the ball almost came out too, but there's
almost had that.
And that's going to be a loss of at least 10. And Baker took a shot too. His head slammed into the turf as BG was unblocked, Josh, and that's the first big play for the Eagle defense, and it comes from the 36-year-old.
Somebody, thank you. Somebody making a play. We really needed that. That was big time. Lined up Baun on the edge, by the way. You noticed that one. They had 5 pass rushers of a sort, and BG was, like I say, just completely unblocked.
3rd and 15 now. Buck 30 to go here. First quarter all the way back at the Buck 40-yard line. 4 on the play clock. Baker in the gun. Eagles showing 4-man rush. Here they come. Baker steps up, rolls to his left, steps up, throws. Caught. He's short, though. And he might have bobbled that pass, too.
There we go.
It's incomplete, and the Eagle defense gets a much-needed stop, Josh. Thank goodness.
That's all we had to do. Just talk poorly of them for a little bit, little encouragement, call them out. Finally, I mean, at least we got a sack. It's a long way to go. I understand that.
Goodness. Thank goodness. Reed Blankenship on the hit there.
It just feels like maybe something like that. Get some momentum turned around. The offense, let's go make a play.
Cooper DeJean is deep to return for Philadelphia with obviously Britton Covey on IR with a broken bone in his shoulder. It'll be a lot of DeJean today. It looks like Rodgers will be the other kick returner when they do actual kickoffs, and get a couple of new faces getting on the football field for Josh, or for the Bucs, as here goes the kick, and it's a deep, high one, and it's going to be catchable, fair caught. He's hit, and that's going to be a fumble, and Bucs recover, but it's going to be kick interference, and so that's not going to matter as they hit DeJean, and he did the fair catch.
Yeah,
this is easily fair catch interference. 100%. Well, did Rodgers shove him? No. That has got to be, that's got to be kick interference, right? They're not going to, if it is, it's on Rodgers. That's a pretty light shove.
But hang on. So if it's on Rodgers, that goes to Tampa?
Yeah, if he shoves him in, then yeah, it's going to be Tampa's football.
I know, and they're talking about this for a really long time. I don't like.
Man. He's just, oh, please let this not be.
They're giving it to Tampa.
They're going to give it to Tampa. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. Come on.
Yeah, here comes the call. Yep, it's Tampa's ball. Goodness gracious, we're going to get killed today. Oh, this is so great. Your defense gets a stop. Rodgers pushes the returner into DeJean. He fumbles it, obviously, because he gets hit, and the Bucs have first and goal. This game's over, man. This game is so over. It's going to be so over. It's so over. He barely touched him, too, is what's crazy. Barely touched him.
This is just unreal. I can't. You got to be kidding. It's just one thing after another.
Yeah, this game's going to be over real quick. Oh, boy,
you're going backward.
Quick.
They're moving down the field. You get a sack. Okay, maybe some momentum. Heck, we're not even done with the first quarter now. And I can say to you, oh, okay, so a Dallas Goedert drop pass that would have been a 30, 40-yard gain. You have a penalty that extends a drive. You have a BG sack that's supposed to do something, and then a punt that ends up being a fumble and a recovery. You're just gifting another team the football. And somehow, magically, we got out of it in New Orleans. So I know that all of us were thinking the same thing. There's no way that's sustainable. But you, that's idiot. I cannot believe that.
Yeah, so at best, it's going to be 17-0 by the time Jalen Hurts touches the football again, basically with 3 straight 3-and-outs.
Jeez.
Oh, man, we got 14 days until they're going to play again, too. Oh, man. And, yeah, I mean, we talk about excuses, no AJ, no DeVonta. It hasn't really mattered so far today. It's the defense getting cooked. And they finally get a stop, and then you have a pretty idiotic penalty, which is, I mean, it was pretty, he barely touched him, too, right? It's like he barely pushed him. Oh,
yeah,
man.
I mean, it's a ridiculous call to be made, but at the same time, it's like, it feels like even in those situations, we just put ourselves in a spot to be just enough to maybe get a call like that, right? Like just to even be in a scenario. Because if he doesn't touch him there at all, just let him go. DeGene called the fair catch. It's not. There's no block. There's nothing that needs to be done in that point. But sure as the world, if it's close, then all the momentum is against us. We're not getting that call. Oh my gosh! Pizza Hut with the 2 said, "So who is the new coaching staff?" It's all over the place. It's the players. It's the coaching staff. That's the momentum. And then Tony Cadillac also says, "How is this team always so sloppy on all 3 sides?" That's what we're trying to figure out.
That's how it looks. Yep. All right. So 0 yards of offense still for the Eagles, but they're on defense now. Ball's outside the red zone. I thought it was across the 20. It's a 22. Following the Eagle muff punt, it's going to be Baker under center, trying to get more than a double-digit lead here. He checks into a new play, 1:06 to go first quarter. Eagles with a 5-man front, and takes the snap, toss right. Running back is going to have at least a 5-yard gain. There's more. He breaks a tackle to the 10. That's a 15-yard gain on first down.
Oh my gosh,
this
this
defense
is
trash,
just
dude. It's trash today.
So bad.
It's trash today. This is going to be a very, very
laughable
ugly day.
At how poor this is. I mean, you got 3 guys or 4 guys that put a hand on Bucky Irving there. It's decent blocking, but Reed Blankenship's there to make a tackle. Nakobe Dean's there to make a tackle. CJ Gardner-Johnson, Slay.
That's first down number 10 for the Bucs offense. Eagles have 0. 182 yards as Baker takes a snap, looks right, throws. That's caught Otten, and he's going to be tackled immediately by Gardner-Johnson. He gets about 4. It'll be second down and goal from the Eagle 4. And that will probably, the play clock is going to run. That's going to end the first quarter and what's been a total disaster.
Lovely. Fantastic.
Can't believe it. Cannot believe this.
14-0 first quarter.
Just getting absolutely shredded.
I thought it would be difficult on the offense, but on the defense, I was kind of thinking like, yeah, they could potentially show up, do something like they did in New Orleans, and we might be okay. But no, it's all 3 phases. They've all cost so far. You got drops, you got missed tackles, you got 0 pass rush besides the 1 sack, giving up gains in the running game, muffed punt for special teams. Frankie Ray with the 5. Says, I don't know what kept Rodgers on the bench before. I wouldn't be surprised if they sit him after that.
Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough to just blame Isaiah Rodgers for a 14-0 start. I mean, the muff punt is one thing, but it's just crazy. It's crazy that we are in this situation right now. Totally. Just crazy we're in this situation. You got the super chat from the 5. Did you just throw that up? Yeah, from Frankie Ray. Okay, good. We'll make sure we got that one.
And then Jason Thompson calling it now. Belichick will be our next head coach.
It's a good guess.
It's leaning that way. Yeah, if they were to make it, maybe a bigger question is how soon. If this game gets really ugly, you go into the bye week. I still don't think that front office is going to make a change yet with that, even with the bye week, because the thought would be like, oh, give him time for the bye week, make adjustments. We got to come out better. But if you first couple games out of the bye, just absolutely lay an egg. I don't know that you can look at this team and say, well, let's just go ahead and risk it. There's too much talent on this team. There's too many guys that you should be able to at least be playing better with. It's unreal.
Yeah, it's amazing how unprepared the defense looked. I mean, we knew the offense, you mentioned it, Josh, was probably going to have some sort of issues just due to the fact you're missing your top 2 targets. But this defense now, I mean, it's kind of like you just throw away whatever happened versus the Saints, because that clearly was the was the outlier. Is we've now have 3 basic games, if this game continues, of the Eagle defense getting shredded and getting absolutely torched with 0 pass rush and basically not being able to stop anybody when throwing the football. That's been the common theme minus the Saints game. And you're going to be 2-2 going into the bye week and not feeling very good, I would say, for Eagles Nation. But all right, as we're still waiting to come back from commercial to start quarter number 2. 1 quarter down, Josh. We're almost out of our misery. Just 3 left.
I hate having to hear that and say that, but -3 passing yards, 3 rushing yards for the Eagles in the first quarter, 0 first downs, 10 for Tampa. God,
I thought this was Goedert right now. I thought he had was had his pads off there.
Might as well be, yeah. At this point, second
and goal from the Eagle 3. You got it, Josh.
Handoff. Bucky Irving gets stacked up in the front, pushes forward though, and still able to gain about 2 yards. Hit in the backfield. That's been the MO. Hit in the backfield for what maybe is a loss of 2. No one else to come up there and finish him off. Still picks up 2 more yards. 3rd and goal.
Yeah, so it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 2, Josh. And now if you're the Bucs, this is clearly 4-down territory because a field goal versus a touchdown to me is a massive difference. 21-0 versus 17-0 just feels like completely demoralizing. So, all right, here we go. 3rd and goal.
14:28 to go in the second quarter. Bucs lead 14-0. 3rd and goal. Single back formation has Mike Evans split out left side. I believe that's Keely Ringo on him. Takes a snap looking for Evans. Takes a shot. And incomplete. That's Q, actually. Great play. Great pass breakup. I only saw the 2. I was like, wait, who is that? Of course, it would be Q.
Yeah, he looked good
4th
there.
down.
But again, 4th down. I think you go for it. It's just a simple fade route. And Q, perfect timing there. He doesn't get his head around, but he gets his hand up right as that ball hits Evans' hands, and he's fired up. So that's a nice play there, and they are going to go for it. So here's maybe the ball game, Josh. It feels a little early to say that, but this kind of feels like you have to get a stop.
Yep. You need it. Trips left. Baker in the gun. Rachaad White to his right. 5 on the play clock. Motion left. Takes the snap. Handoff. No, Baker keeps running. Touchdown. Baker Mayfield. It's about to be 21-0.
Read option, and it's everyone goes for the running back. That's one-on-one with Blankenship, and Baker lowers the shoulder, runs right over him. It's too easy. It's been insanely easy today, and I'll say it right now, Josh. There's no way in hell you're coming back from 21-0. Not without AJ, not without Smitty. This game is very over. It's very over. I'll say it right now. It is so over right now. You'll be 2-2, and you're gonna be embarrassed going into 2 weeks off.
It's just so bad. It's so bad, you know. And again, for people that were saying like, "Hey, Broncos did this," as the extra point is good. So yes, officially 21. This is the NFL, and guess what? As we've seen way too often, when you don't show up, when you're not playing with the fundamentals, when you're making boneheaded mistakes, when the game plan and preparation is also not up to par, and you commit stupid penalties and you have ridiculous turnovers. This is what happens. I don't care who they lost to last week. I don't care who they beat last week. It doesn't matter. And this is, I'm sorry, 21-0 in the very start of the second quarter. I mean, what an embarrassment.
Oh man, what are we supposed to say? It feels, if you would have lost last week, it feels like the Sirianni's talk could have started to really happen, but at 2-2 after winning last week and your best 2 players injured, I think we're going to have a Sirianni conversation, but I don't think they're going to do it, just regardless of how bad today goes. It seems too early to me. Not saying they shouldn't, but it seems like it's probably too early because you won last week. If you're 1-3 going into a bye, that's when you do it, but probably not at 2-2, which you will be.
Yeah, you're right. Kickoff from the Bucs is touchback, so Eagles will get the ball at the 30-yard line. Alex with the 2 earlier during the action said a complete choke job. Yep. Isaac Torres with a 5. Appreciate that. Said we'll come back and win. I'm calling it now. I love and appreciate the positivity. I
would love if you're right.
As optimistic as I try to be, I am really I need to see something from this offense as they're taking the field. Got to make something happen. Brian with a 20 bomb said, we ran 50-60 fronts against New Orleans to contain Kamara and injured McCoy early. Somehow Carr couldn't figure out dink and dunk last week was a defensive anomaly. You knew Vic was going too high because Tampa isn't a run threat, obvious. Defense has been terrible, but offense has not done anything either. So we'll see. Jalen in the gun, takes the snap, 5-man pressure, looking right side, has a deep shot and overthrows Grant Calcaterra. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Anyone
There's a
who's
flag.
expecting with a flag that this offense is going to suddenly just come alive, I don't see it happening. And it's going to be an illegal hand to the face, and so back him up even more for Fred Johnson. Yeah, today's just one of those days. I wish I could just turn it off and just go watch Red Zone and not even remember I'm an Eagles fan. That's what today is like right now.
It is it is pretty terrible. Illegal formation officially, so
Oh, is that what it was? I thought it was hands to the face.
I guess they declined the penalty. I was going to say, yeah, the
Might as well.
incompletion.
Might as
2nd
well,
and 10. Yeah.
Yeah, quicker
Make
than
it
punting.
quicker. All right, single back formation. Jalen under center. Motion here. Takes the snap. Going to be fake handoff to Saquon. Now looking left side. It'll be a screen setup for Saquon. Tipped pass and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. Because
If you were wondering if they were going to go 3 and out, Josh.
And hey, look. Guess what else? There's a flag.
Yeah, and they picked it up because it's a tip pass. They would have called something.
I think they were going to try to call pass interference maybe on the offense. Yeah. That's what it would have been. Oh, lovely. 3rd down. Here we go. Can the Eagles get into the pot? Well, I guess they are. I don't know. Actually, maybe they're not. Positive yardage. Get something. 20 down 21-0. 3rd and 10. Jalen in the gun. Saquon to his right. Bucs look like they're showing pressure. I don't know why they wouldn't blitz in this point.
Why not?
See. Jalen's going to look like he's taking the snap. Now he's trying to possibly change something. There's only 4-man pressure now. Has a little time. Right side, he's going to throw it, and that's a terrible throw. Well overthrows Dotson, incomplete. 4th down.
Oh, my gosh. 1 for 6 for 7 yards, and the Eagle offense is still at 0 total yards, Josh, through 4 possessions. Oh, my gosh. This is the worst we've seen, I think. I think it's the worst we've seen in a very long time.
I think you're right.
This is about as bad as it gets.
Pretty sure you're right.
Holy cow.
I mean, the worst. I don't know if this thing turns around. The worst thing is we're literally like 14 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Braden Mann punts the ball away. It's a good punt. Hits out of bounds or hits in the end zone. Touchback.
Oh, we are so screwed today. That's about it. We are in big trouble today.
Well, James here with the 5 said Reddick must be brought back. White must play. Q must play. Q must play slot until Cooper can start. This is trash.
You would think that'd be the simple answer, but holy cow, this is getting really ugly.
Rob
I
with
just
the 5.
cannot believe. Go ahead.
I was just say you're no longer the Eagles. You will be known as the Philadelphia Doughboys because you're softer than a fresh loaf of bread.
I'm fine with that. Yep, that's fine by me. But it just feels like they just checked out, Josh. It feels like it's like we got a bye week. We don't have AJ. Whatever. Might as well just chill. Yeah, this is bad. The question on Sirianni, Josh, is going to be the unpreparedness, right? Because if you're the head coach, you're supposed to get your guys fired up and prepared for this game. That's where it's really going to get interesting to see what they do with Sirianni if they do in fact get blown out in this one, and it's not a 1-score game by the time this is all done. I mean, it's if they get blown out, maybe this is it. Maybe the players know they can get Sirianni fired. Go to the bye week. Kellen Moore's promoted. Roll with that. I don't know, man. I don't know
how bad it. Yeah.
You fire your head coach though. I mean, you're basically saying the season's over, which is a whole other thing. So, holy cow.
Yeah, it's one thing to do. It's one thing to do like a coordinator, but another thing to do a head coach. So.
Oh man! All right, let's see some of these comments. Where are people at?
I
System
gotta get
quarterback.
Rob.
Bucs
Oh, no,
are our dad. Go ahead.
I was going to get some of the super chats here as well. Daniel with the 2. I don't get it. What the hell is wrong with the Eagles? Chad Brown just got to laugh to keep from crying. That's exactly where I'm at. It is comically bad because I'm just trying to really just get through it. We got so long to go in this game, and it's unreal. Flipping the bird said I turned the game off. Yep. John M was saying he was about to turn off the game. I'm not sure. He might have turned it off now, but
not a bad idea. Not a bad idea, honestly. If they score here, I mean, I know we said that the past 3 possessions, but if they score here, I mean, it is like big done. Big done. Baker, 14 of 17 for a $148, 2 touchdowns through the air, 1 rushing. If you have him in your fantasy league, you've won. Congratulations.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good right now. Matthew Fitzpatrick, look down both your top receivers. You need your quarterback to elevate your wide receiver, and he's not. Stole $200 million. We suck and will struggle to get to 500 at best.
Nice.
Yeah, well,
be a fun
no
day
one's
to be
playing well
fan.
regardless. Quarterback, anybody. Baker takes the snap, handoff, cuts up to the middle. I couldn't tell who that was. 44.
I have no idea who that is.
Gain of about 3.
Tucker, I heard, is on
Tucker. Okay.
the carry there. So you basically have to get a stop here, Josh.
Tucker.
There's a lot of time left, and if you get a stop or a fumble or a pick 6, maybe you could ignite this team before halftime. But if they go down and score any points here, I mean, we are done.
Yep. It's crazy to say it, but, super early in the second quarter, it's a must stop. You got to get your defense to do something. Eagles showing 5-man pressure, 2nd and 7. Baker in the gun takes the snap. 5 men are coming, and it's batted down to the line. Good play there from Jordan Davis. It is incomplete. 3rd and 7.
Well, defense has technically been better. They forced a 3 and out, and then they had the punt, and so you were the fumbled punt, so you were pinned back, held them to 4th and goal, and then gave it the touchdown, and now you have a 3rd down here. So technically, they have gotten a little bit better, but little bit is kind of not the best term because that doesn't make me feel a lot better. So, what do you think?
Right.
3rd and 7, does Bryce Huff, does he exist?
Get
Let's see,
stop.
$17 million.
He's on the field, but yeah, 3rd and 7, 7 on the play clock. Baker takes the snap, 4-man pressure, has some time, left side, throws a shot, and it's incomplete. No flag. There's a flag.
Oh, my gosh.
Was that a flag?
So
Was that really a flag? It looked like he hit him as the ball was getting there. It's on Reed Blankenship. They're going to call it, but was that a flag? Oh,
Yep.
Come on. That's just... Man, I don't know. That where the ball is, it's like right over his head at that point. He's hitting him. That's a... Good gosh.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I mean, it's
doesn't
not
matter.
It's not surprising that we get the call. That's bad. I don't. There were other ones that I'm okay with. That one to me is a bang bang play.
First down. That's about a 20-yard penalty. Goodness gracious, we're getting absolutely killed. Oh boy.
Ball on the 39 of Tampa. Now Baker fake handoff, looking right side, wide open is Tucker. Brings up to 45, breaks the tackle to the 50, and out of bounds, 1st down into Eagle territory because the first guy will not bring him down.
How can they be this open consistently out of the backfield? No one is covering anybody running out of the backfield. They're catching and having 10+ yards just right down the field. I don't want to be here right now. I want to just go and just not be watching this game right now. This is unbelievable how bad they look. It's truly embarrassing.
It is. Guy Jordan says, Brandon Graham at 140 years old is still better than any other linebacker we have. The defense is Swiss cheese. Bye week changes needed. Not good enough.
Yeah, there are going to be some serious bye week
13
changes.
first downs for Tampa, 0 for the Eagles. Baker takes the snap over the middle, complete, because why not? First down. Nolan Smith. Guess what? Nolan Smith was guarding Chris Godwin.
Oh my God.
Because that's exactly who we should be lining up there. I mean, to Baker's credit and to Chris Godwin, it is a good throw. It's a good throw and it's a good catch because it's not like Nolan was well off of him. He was there, but still, it's a first down. That's a...
When is there ever a time where you line up your defense and go Nolan Smith on Chris Godwin? Yeah, let's just roll with that. That is fireable bad. That is so indefensible. Holy cow.
Into Eagles territory, ball on the 37-yard line. Baker taking the snap and a handoff now, and up gets hit by Nolan Smith and Zack Baun. I believe that was Rachaad White. It was for a gain of 3, so 2nd and 7 as we're getting a highlight here. At least Green Bay is feeling some of the same pain. They're down 21-0 versus the Vikings. So, I don't know.
This is so bad. I mean, they're already in field goal range, so we are staring down the gun barrel of at least more points here. Defense, it's just so
Best Sam with the 2 said Bucs might put up 50 today at this rate. No joke.
They might.
Now Baker takes a snap over the middle. It's complete, wide open. Hey, Mike Evans, guess what? Broken tackle up to the 21-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Secondary is awful today, Josh. I mean, the one group that I was very positive on I think all of us were for the course of this season. I mean, obviously there's no pressure, right? This defensive line, it sucks. It's really, really bad. But the secondary is getting torched right now, and they have no answer.
Well, and you're right, and they're making it way too easy. Like it's Jalen Carter's on the sidelines, I guess, getting a breather. You have to at this point because you've asked so much of the defensive line. They're not getting anything, but he's been doubled a couple different times. It's way too easy. There's pitch and catch to Mike Evans wide open on the last one, as here's maybe the only thing that can stop the Bucs at this point, a false start.
Yeah, it's a illegal snap. He kind of double clutched it for some reason, but oh man.
That's insane. 10 plays
231 yards.
0 yards, and then 30 for Tampa for 231. Oh my goodness gracious! It doesn't get worse than that. Green Dream said, "Ain't no way we don't run against a team that can't stop the run." Yeah, but we're beyond that. It is. But you've made so many issues and so many changes there. Now Bucky Irving gets the handoff and brought down good tackle from Nakobe Dean for a gain of 3, so brings up a 2nd and 12.
It's crazy that we are that it feels exactly the same as last year. Feels like nothing has basically changed from where it was last year. All right.
Okay, ball on the 24-yard line of Philly. 2nd and 12. Baker takes the snap, looking left side, has a man wide open. It's complete easily for the first down before he's brought down at the 5-yard line. And that is Shepard.
Get ready for 28-0, baby. 28-0 with 9 minutes to go in this game. It's going to be 28-0. It's going to be 28-0.
I mean, I'm telling you, you can't get Q in coverage there. You can't get more wide open and easy than that. He runs to the first down marker. Q is giving him the first down. He's 3 or 4 yards off. He catches it, and then he's able to make the first guy miss, or at least get some more yards before Q brings him down.
Today,
I don't know.
This is so much worse than anything we've seen this year. It's literally like, oh my gosh.
Ball on the 6. Baker going to throw again. He does. This time, good tackle. Avonte Maddox on Chris Godwin. Only a gain of about 2 up to the 4-yard line. So 2nd and goal.
Still wonder why Avonte Maddox is playing. It doesn't make any sense why he is your nickel corner, honestly. I just do not get that. But
no,
whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who's playing cornerback today.
Unbelievable. Kev saying, going back to the Jalen Hurts, Jalen can't read the defense or go beyond his first read. His career's over after the season. Well,
at least we're positive.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Baker.
Oh, he fumbled.
Whoa. He got it back, though. Got it back. Man.
Yeah, if you thought the Eagles were going to get their bounce
for
today.
any sort of luck. We need luck. 3rd and goal at the, 4-yard line? 5-yard line?
Doesn't matter.
Let's see, flipping the bird. Amount of absolutely undisciplined team. No amount of pickle juice can help us with a comeback. That's no lie. Nope. NS Reg with a 2 saying they're on pace for 84 points, by the way. Just saying. Yeah, well, that's where we're at. Baker in the gun now, 3rd and goal. Do you get a stop? Takes the snap, looking over the middle. Doesn't get any more wide open than that. I mean,
he dropped it. He dropped it. Got lucky.
He dropped it.
He dropped it.
Oh, my gosh. Slay had him. I don't know what Slay did. Johnson had a touchdown.
Slay's been trashed today.
In his hands.
Wide open.
I mean, they're going to have to beat themselves. Wow. That it doesn't get easier than that. I mean, Slay is 5 yards off. That is a wide open over the middle catch that Tampa's not going to get.
24-0 after this extra or field goal. I mean, an extra point, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, man.
21-yarder. And the snap
is
high. The hold is good. And the kick is good. So it is 24 to 0.
This is a joke. It should be 20. It should be 28-0. That was an easy drop. Should be 28-0.
Yeah. You're not winning. You're not getting any stops by forcing it. You just have to get lucky by them beating themselves. So that's where we're at. As Gonzalo, the 5, said, I don't know how you guys do this. I'm going to watch another game at this point. Fire Sirianni, by the way. This is not sustainable at all. Well,
it's not fun.
we're. That is that. That's 21 yarder. 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 21 I guess, as they say, misery loves company. So Thomas and I are just doing this for the benefit of each other at this point, because
I
it's
guess.
either this or we would get off the stream and be just texting nonstop of just like, fire Sirianni, do this, do that, like what's going on with the tackling. So Philly Ev with the 5 said, quick recap for me. I just got home. Who's at fault here?
Ha! How much time do you have?
Yeah,
I think
right.
coaches. I think coaches. The coaches have been
Oh,
absolutely awful today.
the
This team
coaching
was
has been
not
bad.
prepared. Not prepared at all.
Yeah. I mean, the players deserve blame too, though. I got to say, because I'm not in disagreement with the coaches, but I mean, just executing, like missed tackles, boneheaded penalties. What are you doing?
Mhm.
It's like,
Mhm.
I don't know if it's sleepiness. I don't know if it's you just thought you're going to
Sleepiness.
walk in and say, oh, this team got beat by the Broncos and we just beat the Saints. You're feeling good about yourself, or what it was, but there is something that is drastically lacking from the players as well. So you talk about how can it be this bad or this early on in the second quarter? It's coaches not being prepared and not good game plan, combined with players that don't know how to execute and aren't doing it.
Be nice to see the offense do something on this next drive, right? Prove to us that you can move the football more than 2 yards without AJ and DeVonta. Because I listen, I know Jahan Dotson was a total waste of a trade. He's absolutely trash and not going to do anything for this entire team. Obviously, Wilson's a rookie. Paris Campbell's too old. You can't run the ball anymore because, it's 24-0. But show us that you can at least do something here, please, on this next drive. Make me not turn this off at halftime.
Yeah, we're sitting here at 10 total yards in the game with 18 to play in the second quarter, because that was exactly what we all assumed the Eagles offense would be doing. It's 2 consecutive weeks of bad offense. I mean, let's call it what it is. It's even, and I know you don't have Smitty, don't have AJ. You had just enough last week to get it done. We said it's not sustainable. Same thing here. You get in a hole, you can't do that. Like you got to be able to put more points on the board. I don't know if it's, even if it's just salvageable from a momentum standpoint, but you got to get something to reverse any sort of trajectory that you're going on. Chad Brown with the 2 said, with all this talent we have, this is nuts. Granted, there's several injuries, but yes, you're still right. There's enough to be much better than 24-0 at this point. SJM Slay's regression this year equals Bradbury last year. I mean, I'm not going to go that far yet, because he played well. He played well last week. He played really well. JB didn't have a single game last year where you go, hey, that was a really lockdown performance. So like, I hear you. Recency bias. What have you done for me lately? But I'm not going there
Covering
yet.
Rashid Shaheed, it's a real tough task, I guess. I don't know. All right, play number 10, Josh, for the Eagle offense with no positive yards.
Yeah, let's see what they could do here. 1st and 10, Jalen empty set takes the snap. Complete pass, at least. It's a short one, but Paris Campbell
4
there.
yards!
4-yard gain.
They're positive, baby. And they go, hurry up. All right, so we have positive yards now. It can only go up, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, you're technically at 14 total yards in the game now. So take it while you can. Down 24-0. Jalen now on the gun. Saquon to his right. Blitz coming to his left. Saquon picks it up. Now he does throw left, and it's batted out of the hands of Johnny Wilson. The rookie had it at the sticks. Incomplete.
That's way too far behind Wilson. He almost caught it, then his hands got smacked. That's a very, very poor pass. Be 3rd down and 6. Wouldn't mind a quick 3 and out here, Josh, just to kind of further, put us into an even worse misery.
Daniel with the 2. I love Jalen, but I'm starting to wonder.
Today's not helping.
Dante with a 5 also says, where's the heart in the team or in their team? Yeah, that
doesn't exist.
You got to have something. You need something. 3rd and 6. Crowd is getting pretty loud here, and the Bucs are showing blitz. We'll see if they actually bring it. Jalen in the gun. Trips right. Now he motions down. Jahan Dotson takes the snap. Blitz is coming. Jalen has a little time now. Going to run over the middle. Has a space to get the first down. Tries to make a man miss and gets out just in front of it. Looks like he has it, and he does. So first down of the game, Thomas, and that's only with 6:40 left remaining in the second quarter. So
hey, we'll take whatever we can get. As Hurts, had some pressure up the middle and is able to escape to the left. Everyone else is in man coverage. He still looks slow. I still would bet my house that he is slower than he was a couple years ago as they go hurry up.
Saquon run. Look at that. Hey, an 8-yard gain from Saquon up the middle. Haven't seen much of that today. I mean, what, 3rd carry of the day for Saquon?
Running back in the NFL, right, Josh? You would think you'd want to get him the ball, but I don't know.
Especially after last week's performance and coming into it, but, that's where we're at. 2nd and a long 2. Now Barkley again, and guess what? First down. But there's a flag. Wow.
Well, he got hit really awkwardly, bent back, but there is a flag. I'm not sure what they're going to call. I don't think it's holding. But the Eagles aren't moving forward.
I just assume at this point when there's a flag, it's on us. Hey, okay, we will take it, man, for once.
4-down territory, even though it's a first down, Josh, this entire drive is 4-down territory. Entire drive is hurry up. You've got to go get 7 here.
The rest of the game is 4-down territory.
7 and pray you get to go double up before the half. That is the only hope.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, we're into Tampa territory.
How about that?
For the first time today as well, which is a given because of the lack of yardage that we've had. But Jalen takes the snap now, 4-man pressure, looking over the middle, has some time, does complete it now to Goedert, a gain of about 5 yards. So a 2nd and 5, maybe a 2nd and 6 there.
You kind of thought this is how they would move the football, right? Dink and dunk to Goedert, dink and dunk to Campbell, hit a couple of 6-7 yard runs with Saquon, and move the ball that way. It's a bummer it took them till they were down 24 for it to actually start happening. So, too little too late now.
Sometimes you get too cute, I suppose, but that you would love to see it long time before. 17 on the play clock. Snap here. Handoff to Saquon. Makes 2 guys miss. Jukes to the hole. And a first down. Almost has it. I think he might be a couple inches short. Brings up a third in inches.
Man, his ability to cut laterally is easily the best in the league. And we have an injury on the field. It's the injured Buck. And so that'll stop the clock with 5 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. But man, this is actually Barkley juking number 8 out of his shoes and probably causing the injury. Jeez.
Wow, yeah, that did. Hopefully he's all right.
3rd and 1.
You'll have an injury timeout. 3rd and 1. You would assume, let's please not get too cute here. Just tush push, first down, keep moving. Flipping the bird said, yeah, going back to the defense. I guess the defense stayed in New Orleans.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did. One stop, 1 sack. Outside of that, they completely did. Robert with the 2. Complete S show. Nobody came to play.
Mm-hmm. I would agree. It's gonna be one of those days, guys. You just gotta lock in and just enjoy it, I guess.
Oh yeah, Green Dream saying, "Oh, so now you want to run Saquon?" That's exactly how we all feel, right?
Just because to figure it out, but yes,
you could have done it beforehand. Even if you're down 7-0, you could have done it. Even 14-0. Like, hey, let's get some momentum. But they waited. And they get behind the sticks. It's a 1st and 10, and you run the ball, and it's okay. Well, now it's 2nd and 7. So now you're going to throw the football. It's like, why not run it on first down, pick up 5 yards, and say, hey, let's run it again, maybe.
No, that's silly. It makes too much sense, Josh. We don't want to do anything that makes that much sense.
Oh, it's every single week though. That's the whole conversation that we have just about every time. Really with a 5. Can us fans relax? We'll be fine. I didn't expect much today with all the injuries we have. Defense is the main problem, but I still have hope for this team. There's some positivity. There's some something to maybe.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you get AJ and Smitty back. I mean, yeah, you can obviously be a team that's hard to beat, but this defense is going to give a lot of points. It seems like. I mean, there's no injuries on the defense. Defense is all there. Bucs have a ton of injuries on the offensive line, and you haven't even breathed on Baker Mayfield yet. So, I'm all with being positive. We'll be positive after the bye week at 2-2. Could be a lot worse. Could be 1-4, 1-3, whatever you want to call it. But this defense is going to be a real problem. Real problem going forward.
Oh, man. Let's see. There's another one. Make sure I didn't miss it. Mario with the 5. So at this point, I wish we get blown out more of a case to fire Sirianni that way.
Yeah, and Skarnov says the score ends up being like 38-10. In your opinion, do we fire Sirianni? It would be a very interesting discussion, I think. It would be and it all depends on what the players think. I think you'd have to bring in BG. Hey, has he lost the locker room? You'd have to gauge the locker room. And if he's lost the locker room, then the answer is yes. That's probably what would have to happen.
Yeah. I doubt that they would, even if it was that score.
You're
right. You're right on the, has he lost the locker room? How do the players feel? But I would highly doubt that. 3rd and inches here. Jalen in the tush push. You would assume that's what they're going to run. He'll take the snap, get pushed forward, and there's a first down. So
they do get the ball to start the half. So, second half will be the Eagle ball. You can try and double up here and pray it's 24-14 by the time we check back in sometime through the 3rd quarter. But you got 3 timeouts. Score quick, score again, and then go to the half.
Are we fools to believe that you potentially
Yeah,
could
we
get a
are.
14-24 game
Yeah,
at some
we are.
point?
We are.
Jalen takes the snap. Has some time now. Going to roll out to the left side. Buying more time. Throws it over the middle. Complete. Goedert not a first down. Short by about 2 yards, but does get out of bounds. 4:21 to play in the second quarter. All 3 timeouts for the Eagles. Plenty of time here.
Obliterated the line judge there. Holy cow. The chain guy just got rocked by Dallas Goedert. And I was talking to my wife about this last week. Is every chain person have to be 80 years old or older? They're all like grandpas. They can't move. And now we have a timeout on the field because the chain guy's hurt. He got his world rocked, and he looks like he's 70.
Oh, no.
It's terrible. It's amazing they don't have more athletic people doing the chains because they cannot get out of the way.
Oh, come on now. No offense to the geriatrics.
No, but I'm just saying, it seems like we're always watching these super old guys get trucked on the sideline.
Gosh, he does.
It's bad.
It seems
I
like
hope he's okay.
he did have a long time. I do hope he's okay. I don't want to. I shouldn't be joking about this, but okay, he's sitting up. He's got some blood on his face. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's okay.
Listen, you're holding that chain. You're holding the first down marker, and it slams into your head. It's not a good feeling. But, jeez.
I mean, he had a long time. I felt like he could have just let go of the chain marker, but he took. I mean, kudos to him for taking that shot. Not everybody can hold up to DG, but okay, he is standing up. Hopefully he's all right.
Okay, good. All I'm saying is, it feels like you should be a little bit more nimble with how many injuries we're having, and I don't know why there are that many of the older folks out there who are doing it. So, all right, here we go. Second and short, gotta score.
All right. There we go. 2nd and 1, Jalen in the gun. Saquon to his left. Goedert in motion near left side. Takes the snap. Delay blitz coming. Jalen still has time. Good pickup. Left side complete. A wide open. Dallas Goedert goes out of bounds at the 6-yard line. No one close, but it is a 1st and goal at the 6.
It took too long, but the offense is starting to move the football, Josh. This is a nice out route from Goedert. Dotson clears it, and it just fits it right into the hole as the safety falls down. Good toe drag by Goedert, and they're going to go quick now. 3:40 to go, 1st and goal from the 7.
Here you go. Takes the snap now. Saquon's going to get the carry. Jukes up the middle. Pushes forward to the 1-yard line where he gets brought down. And it'll be a 2nd and goal. 3:28 to play in the second quarter.
Again. Just give it to Saquon.
3 timeouts. Again. Yes, please do. I need him to score, in fact. So that's a good call. Let's get Saquon.
Go pistol.
All right, this should be a
shotgun.
Saquon handoff. So
Come on, Saquon.
In the gun, Saquon to his left. Takes the snap. It is a handoff. He gets met immediately, and that's going to be stopped. Vita Vea.
Oh, boy.
At the 2. 3rd and goal.
Here's your problem, Josh. If you have this great drive and you go for on 4th down and don't get it, I mean, geez, it's just going to be like the most demoralizing half ever.
They got
to score. Got to score.
Man. Tony Cadillac. So now they want to tackle it, or be like the line judge. Going back to that one.
Come on.
Oh, man. I think you got to run Saquon here. It's 4-down territory regardless.
Against Vea on the inside? He's been eaten alive. Timeout.
It's still
Billy.
Okay. Timeout Eagles. That's fine. You still have 2 timeouts. There's 2:37 to play in the first half. That's fine. Think about it. I kind of think that you do though, because they don't. I understand Vea's there. If you run away from him on the inside, maybe even like just a little. I know stretch plays. It's sometimes like, hey, run a stretch and then you lose yardage, but I don't know. It's like you're in that territory of if you do the tush push, you'd have to have a really good surge to get a touchdown there.
They're not close enough.
But if you consider of like, hey, think about it. If you need 2 yards, you could run 2 tush pushes, get one to get to the one to get to the to get a score.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's
come on, give us something.
Okay, we'll see. They're gonna go empty set here. No, now they're motioning back. Okay, so now they've got Jalen in the gun. The same look, it looks like. They're going to have Saquon to his left. Snap, handoff. Saquon up the middle. Gets hit by his own blocker, and it stops short. He ran into Jordan Mailata. He had a push, and he ran into Jordan Mailata. It's going to be 4th and goal from about the 1.5-yard line.
I thought he had it. He had a full head of steam, And yeah, he just bounces into Mailata,
Gosh.
and then he gets rolled up. Thankfully he's okay. But all right, here's. I mean, we've said here's the ball game about 9 times. This really is. If you can't score and you are going to get blanked in the first half, this game
Yep.
is so over. You've got to be able to punch it in. 3 straight plays from the 2, and they can't score, and they're going to go to the 2-minute warning. Oh my gosh.
Okay. 2-minute warning. 2 timeouts left for the Eagles. 4th and goal, down 24-0. This is unbelievable. Some super chats here. Let me make sure I get to Andrew saying this game should get cheerleader Nick fired.
Seen a lot of tweets asking what Nick Sirianni does. That's going to be further amplified for you have 2 weeks to try and figure it out. Oh man.
How about the comment? Philiev says, what do y'all make of the Huff drama? Could that be causing a rift within, I guess, the Eagles as a whole or just defense? But
I don't know what rift it causes because the guy stinks. So, I mean, I don't know who's defending him for being a bad player. Like, who would be on his side and mad at the coaching staff. So the idea we're not using Bryce Huff correctly, I think is so laughable, right? He's an edge rusher. Okay, this isn't like quarterback or running back. Sure, schemes can make a difference for edge rushers too. I'm not saying it's nothing, but in the end, you're one-on-one versus a right tackle the majority of the games he's played, and he's done absolutely nothing. So scheme this, scheme that. There's only so many things you can do as an edge rusher. He's not doing it. So I am not buying any sort of Bryce Huff sympathy. He's been awful. He's been absolutely awful.
Unbelievable. I don't know what you do here. It's crazy.
Godfrey Wilson says TB out of gas, get the points. Gotta get done. If they get stopped here, oh my goodness. If they QTNT, is there a safe space where I can cry? Yeah, it's probably right here on this stream because we're gonna do it for the next 2 hours as we continue to suffer through this. So a lot of weird scores today too, Josh. I mean, the Vikings are killing the Packers on the road. The Colts without Anthony Richardson, who's got hurt, he's out. They're murdering the Steelers right now. I mean, there's a lot of weird scores.
Yeah, you're right. There's definitely unexpected from what you would see around the league or thought you would see around the league. But I know it's the NFL. Any given week, any given Sunday, we could say it. But the common denominator of the reasons and how and why this is happening is just a consistent theme for Philly, and that's the most difficult part. So we're starting to come back from commercial break, see what the Eagles do here. Richard says, run 2 tush pushes on first down and we score. Yeah, I mean, you were there.
Yeah, but the Vita Vea part makes it tough. Vita Vea makes it real tough. It makes it hard.
We do think about the fact that the Bucs stopped it. Granted, it was a rip the face mask off of Jalen in the playoff game, but all right, Eagles are going to go for it here. 4th and goal, Jalen in the gun, Saquon to his right. He's going to take the snap. It's going to be a fake handoff to Saquon. There's nowhere to go. What is he going to do? He's going to throw it, and it's complete. Touchdown! He got it.
Oh,
Paris
my
Campbell.
Goodness.
Wow, he found a way to extend the play.
I thought it was
over. And we have life. We have life.
It was a play for action, and I thought it was Goedert was the I thought Goedert was the main man, the only guy open, and a good play by Hurts there. They needed that.
That's why I said he was dead to rights. I'm thinking, like, there's nowhere for him to go. Runs right, extends the play. Paris Campbell, great job just kind of cutting back, sitting there for him, giving him the numbers for Jalen to hit. And he does 6-24 as Jake Elliott here hopefully can make it 7. And snap good, hold good, kick is good. So it's 7-24, 154 to play in the second quarter. Bucs with the ball here. 1 minute, like I said, 1 minute, 54 seconds. They have 2 timeouts.
Paris Campbell.
Eagles do get the ball to start the second half. So, Thomas, can the Eagles defense?
They're going to win today, Josh. That's all you got to say. They're going to win it now. No, I don't think so. But hey, if you had Paris Campbell anytime touchdown, it does sound like you made a lot of money today. I don't know if I would have done it because I don't believe in Paris Campbell at all. But
so I will actually give a quick shout out here because I took it because Anthony DeVonta said he felt like this could be a Paris Campbell game. So I got to give a shout out to him. Hopefully he's watching or listening. If not, I'm going to have to hit him up afterwards. But Anthony said Paris Campbell, even though practice squad, he felt like there could be a role for him. And there you go. So hopefully people took the knowledge from Mr. Anthony DeVonta himself.
It's a good drive. 14 plays, 70 yards. It's their 12th 10-plus play drive of the season. 154. You got 2 timeouts. My guess is the Bucs are going to try to get this to half. You don't want to have a turnover or anything here.
You
Just
really
get
think
a
so?
stop and go in 24-7. That is your only hope.
You think the Bucs are going to be conservative, or you think
I think they're going to try to run the clock out. Yeah, because you just don't want the momentum to shift, right? 24-7 is still a big lead. If you throw a pick, you fumble it, pick six. I would be more conservative here. Now, it's the Eagle defense. Let's look bad all day, sure. But the worst thing that could happen is that it's 24-14 at half, and then the Eagles get the ball with momentum.
I mean, I get that. I feel like they're going to be like, you know what? They can't stop us. We're going down the field. We're 2-minute offense. Be aggressive.
We'll see.
All right. Baker Mayfield, be great to get a turnover, though. Takes a snap, 4-man pressure over the middle. It's complete, very easy toss to Mike Evans, and that's a first down up to the 43 of Tampa.
Well, you get the drive going, and so ignore everything I just said. Evans is just, he's always destroyed us. Doesn't matter if it's Quinion or Slay or Reed or CJ, he just shreds us, and that seems to be the common theme.
Reed Blankenship is in the locker room, by the way. Tristan McCollum is at safety. Now Baker Mayfield, right side. It is short, incomplete. Slay in coverage on Shepard. Brings up 2nd and 10, 1:29 to play.
What is Reed in the locker room for? What's the...
Not sure, actually. I just saw that he went into the locker room, though. I don't know. I wasn't able
Tristan
to see
McCollum's twin brother is a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, by the way. Fun fact. I forget his first name.
Yes, he is.
His twin brother is on the Bucs.
I think it's Zion.
Kion, something like that. I thought there was a K there. Maybe not. This would be very on brand if the Eagles go down and finally have life, and then they give up a touchdown before half. But 2nd and 10 now at the 44 of Tampa Bay. Great time to get a turnover, Josh.
Please do something. That would be incredible. Baker takes the snap. Another 4-man pressure. Right side. It's incomplete. Great play by Slay.
Slay got
cutting
close
in there on Chris Godwin. The slant route. That's incomplete.
Got
3rd
close.
and 10. 3rd and 10. There's still time.
Wow, Slay was right there. He was inside leverage on an inside breaking route. I mean, geez, that was like exactly what you needed. Here we go, 3rd and 10. Come on,
all right, let's
get
see
a
here.
Stop, baby. Get a stop.
Come on.
Come on, defense.
1:25 to play in the second quarter. Baker takes the snap, 4-man pressure, pump fakes right. Now he's going to go back over the middle. It's incomplete. Incomplete.
Oh, wow.
Mike Evans. It looked like he had Mike Evans there, but Dean was close. It falls incomplete.
I don't know if it's a bad throw or if Evans stops his route because he's worried about his head getting taken off. We got to see the replay, but what a stop there. A 3 and out with 1:21 and 2 timeouts. Birds, they got some life here.
Let's go, baby. Hit the like button
here.
if you've not already. We're at to 584. The defense actually got to stop. It actually happened. And there's 2 timeouts for Philly, so we were talking about this.
Field this. Let's try and field this punt just fine, please. DeJean is back.
All right, Gill gets the punt away, and it is a high punt. It'll be fair caught at the 20-yard line. So the Eagles will have the ball, 20-yard line, 1:14 to play in the second quarter, and 2 timeouts. Time's not a huge issue here. You got Jake Elliott. Okay.
Yeah, even 10 would be huge here, Josh, just to be down 14 instead of 17.
Yep.
Good stop by the defense there. Good stop. I still would like to see that replay and see if Baker just missed it or whatever, but
All right. It's not completely over. I know people are, there's reason to be upset about it. But Josh H said at least Philly's playing better than the Packers. That is true. We got a 7-24 ball game. Jalen out here. Looks like Kenny Gainwell is in here instead of Saquon in this 2-minute offense. So he's going to look at the potential blitz coming, take the snap, no blitz. Now looking right side, gets it away just before he's hit, and it's incomplete, intended for Johnny Wilson, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, a lot of pressure in Hurts' face here. Interesting. And with Barkley not being out there too, that's also interesting because he's a better pass catcher than Gainwell. He's a better blocker, I think, too, right? So the idea that you would need Gainwell in there, I don't know. But it's still Gainwell on 2nd down. Got to get that first down of this drive, though, Josh. You got to get that first down.
Yep. Mekhi Becton has struggled a little bit here the last couple times on pass protection. Jalen been pressured 7 times so far in the game. 1:10 to play in the second quarter. Jalen takes the snap right side and overthrows Kenny Gainwell. So just like that, 3rd and 10, 1:07 to play in the second quarter, and the Bucs still have 2 timeouts. So we were happy about the extra time, and now it could bite you.
Yeah, I don't know what those two throws were. I mean, an out route thrown out of bounds, and then a halfback out route out of the backfield thrown out of bounds. So not a lot of throws across the middle today, Josh. There's not been a lot of routes that have kind of opened up, deep crosser stuff you see AJ and Smitty do a lot of. You would think Dotson could be that guy, but not the case. Here we go, 3rd and 10.
Bucs showing blitz, ball on the Eagles 20. Jalen takes the snap, delayed blitz left side, complete to Campbell, well short of the sticks, and he's only going to gain about 4 yards before he's brought down.
I
So
love nothing more than a screen pass that doesn't have blockers, Josh, on 3rd and 10. Nothing is more exciting than watching Campbell catch the ball 3 yards across the line of gain and have 4 people in his face as soon as he catches it. So, not sure what's supposed to happen here.
yeah, it looks like Jahan Dotson. I don't know if he's supposed to take Levante David there and just misses or what, but that Jalen's upset about that as well. I don't know what was exactly supposed to go on there, but hot route on the blitz maybe, or he was just looking for the screen that did not get picked up. But either way, it's 4th and 5 officially. And this is the thing, 1:01 to go with the Bucs calling their second timeout. They're down to 1 remaining. They've got time now themselves to get points. And gets the snap and punts it away. Not a
Really
great punt.
short.
And out of bounds at the
Thankfully.
27. Yeah, goes forward at least.
Well, the offense was feeling pretty hot after that last drive, and then it was just a typical 3 and out, kind of kills all the momentum, and now the Bucs have a chance to get more points.
Yeah, maybe we get a turnover. Could we wish for that? I don't know. I'm still just trying to anything at all. 24-7 even right now would be fine. You start the second half. Only 17. We'll see. The Bucs appear to be looking like they're going to go aggressive as Baker's in the gun, takes the snap, and he's being pressured a little bit up the middle, has time to get away, and it's nearly picked off after it ricochets off of Mike Evans' hands. Zack Baun, the diving chance, and it falls incomplete.
Another bad throw here by Baker Mayfield. I mean, Evans is wide open, and it just throws it way behind him, and then it kicks up in the air with a chance for a pick. I was watching Bryce Huff on that play, Josh. He immediately slipped and fell to the ground as soon as that ball was snapped. So just checking in on Agent Zero, doing nothing as usual. But
these NFL fields this year, man, they are just all terrible. That's what it is.
Yeah, they hate Bryce Huff.
Oh, man. All right. Takes a snap here. 2nd and 10. Baker over the middle. This time complete right on the money to Mike Evans. It's a 1st down up to the 44-yard line. And they're going to run the hurry up here.
They actually hit Mayfield that time. They actually got pressure as Moro Jomo. He had one-on-one because Carter got the double team. But typical Mike Evans shredding the Eagles secondary.
32 seconds left in the first half. It's a throw incomplete intended for Godwin. Avonte Maddox right there in coverage. It'll stop the clock. 2nd and 10 now, 29 seconds to play in the second quarter. And ball at the 44-yard line of Tampa.
Maddox is limping. He grabbed his calf there. So keep an eye on that as Evans checks off the field. Oh, man. Come on, guys.
As Dante was asking previously, why did we give a 3rd for Dotson? Yeah, on that previous possession. So
complete waste.
Let's go defense. Do something. 2nd and 10. Baker takes the snap. He's looking left side, being pressured up the middle. Gets it away. Bobbled, and it's incomplete. And again, there's a chance of a tipped pass. Otten had the opportunity. He just bobbled it. Zack Baun with the hit to force it incomplete. And now 3rd and 10. 24 seconds left in the first half.
Philly's getting lucky with drops, Josh. I mean, these are open players. Evans, two plays ago, he gets at least 10. Otten gets probably 8 or 9 there if he hangs on to that one. Just some simple drops is helping Philadelphia to make it not worse than 24-7 at the half if they can get a stop here with 24 seconds left.
Yep, you're right. 3 dropped passes today for Tampa. So as we've said, you hoping that they can help us somehow. But 24 to play in the first half. Baker's going to take the snap now, and it's complete but short of the sticks, and it'll be a 4th down. They're running the clock, actually. Excuse me. So there's a timeout. Did they call timeout, or they're just running it? I think they're running the clock.
Yeah, I think it's going to be it.
Oh, it is timeout. 2nd to Philly. Okay, that's weird.
They're going to have to run this game clock back to 17 because, yeah, they called timeout immediately. If you're the Bucs, where are they? The 40-something? It's too far to go for, but I don't know if calling timeout makes a difference. You'll be pinned back deep anyway. It's going to be, 1st and 10 from your own 10 probably. As Evans is going to go to the locker room early.
You wonder if that's just like IV related or if there's some other situation, but
Yeah, it's interesting. He's been killing them.
something to keep an eye on. All right, 4th and
Probably
6.
an IV.
Yeah. So we will see a punt. Maybe it was to Cooper DeJean. Give him a chance. All right. Now the punt. It's away. 14 to play and time ticking in the... Oh, no. They just ran into their own player. It's a fumble. Oh,
No, it's not
thankfully,
a
Jeremiah
fumble.
Trotter Jr.
I don't think it hit anybody. I think they got lucky there.
Did it not? I thought it hit...
I don't think it did. Either way, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. just saved me punching my screen off of my TV here. Did they hit each other?
Keely Ringo hit him just... Okay, it didn't hit
Yeah,
a
it didn't
player.
hit anybody.
Okay, that scared me. At first, I thought it did. I was like, oh my gosh.
Poor Cooper
Second
DeJean,
time,
man.
though? Like,
Cooper DeJean just getting
friendly
killed by his
fire?
own people.
Golly, just kneel it, go into halftime. Yeah, look, Coop's taking his helmet off like, thought it was going to be punt return and not like tackling
Knee
dummy
time.
out here. Good gosh.
Take a knee. It's embarrassing. It's a pretty embarrassing first half.
Halftime.
Wow. Crazy.
It could have been much worse, I guess, you know, if you want to look at it somewhat positive. It could have been 28-0, could have been 31-0. Wow.
Crazy. Doubled us in time of possession. And probably, what is that, quadrupled us in yards?
Yep.
Jeez.
Lovely. So there you go. 7-24. The positive side is that at least, I guess, the Eagles get the ball. Fangio showing him upset in the booth on the, I guess, the missed interception. So he's saying catch the ball.
Yep. That'd be nice. Oh, man. All right. Halftime. Welcome in, everybody who's just checking in on halftime. Glad you guys are with us. We're having as much fun as you are, which is none, by the way. So, offense, the offense has one good drive, Josh, and that's basically it, right? It's obviously not the theme here. It was the exception to the rule. They had a good drive. The rest have been 3 and outs and terrible play, but, oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. I have got to run to the bathroom. I'll let you vent with the fans here really quickly as I go to use the restroom. Yep. We're having a bunch of fun. Okay.
Yep. Let us know thoughts. As yes, officially Reed Blankenship, the reason that he was out, I was saying that could be illness. So he was dealing with an illness before he went to the locker room, maybe to get an IV, but questionable to return based on the Philadelphia Eagles update on Twitter. So a breed of one. Yeah, I don't know what Ringo's doing. I don't know what a lot of the guys are doing. Appreciate it if you guys want to drop a like. Much appreciated as always. Who knows? If you believe in this sort of thing, every time we've gotten above 1,000 likes, we've won. It's at 683 right now. It'd probably take a lot more than 1,000 likes to win this game. But it's not completely over. If you get a touchdown, then, hey, we're looking at what? A 10-point game. Maybe have the defense get a turnover. That'd be nice for once. Let's look at some of the other scores from around the league. I think I could pull that up here. Let's see. There we go. Interesting scores around the league. Saints, 14. Falcons, 17. Kirk Cousins, 1 interception. Alvin Kamara back to his positive running ways, 9 carries for 55 yards after being limited from the Eagles defense that has not shown up today. The Bears up 10-6 on the Rams. Vikings just running away with one against Green Bay, although Green Bay has a chance to score, could finally go up on the board, perhaps. 28-0, 38 seconds away from the half. Colts leading 17-3. Jets 3-0, barn burner there in New York. Bengals up on the Panthers 21-14, trying to avoid a 0-4 start, which would be crazy. And then the Texans 17 to 13 at halftime. So yeah, some somewhat crazy scores. Nothing as ridiculous as what I would expect to say, but yeah, McG, I'm just trying to, think of anything there. Not that I really believe in that, but as Leslie also mentioned, anything to win. Sure. Whatever works. If you need to change your drink up, if you got to go get something else to change the vibes, if you need to change your shirt, the hat backwards, upside down, inside out, whatever, just please do something different than whatever you were doing in the first half. In fact, I might just go change and put a different shirt on because this one has not been running. Although they didn't listen to the let's run it. They didn't really run the football near enough early on. So I don't know. Not how I expected this one to go at all. But how many times that feels like we're saying it? Baker Mayfield, 237 yards passing in the first half. I mean, my gosh. It's just so bad. What is it? 49 yards passing for Jalen. Running game has not been there, even though they haven't run too much. It's a negative sign on defense whenever I were to... You may have already looked at the box score, but if I were to ask you who is the leading tackler for the Eagles, who would you say that is? Rome, you changed your shirt. Okay, good. You're doing your part. Anything that changes and works. Marquise, we need our studs back for sure. That's, a huge input from it, but Maxwell, we need smelling salts for the dudes out there to wake them up. Yeah, smelling salts, give everybody IVs. By the way, the leading tackler for the defense is Slay, so that just tells you what you need to know about the defense for what that's worth. And let's see, is it Pox with the 2? Says, legit question, should we trade Hurts and draft a quarterback?
That's a fun question to come back to.
Really fun. Yeah, that's
a little early. It's a little early
to
decide on that, Josh. I think it's a little early. Just a wee early. I mean,
It'd be
listen,
hard to
no
play without
AJ
these.
DeVonta. You knew they were not going to score a lot of points today. As I forgot my water, I have to go back and get that because I'm not going to be able to make it that one. But
Okay.
yeah, it's just amazing how bad the defense is. Honestly,
It really is. Cranky Cletus, I was trying to say, as far as changing something up, do your part. You need to get different vibes from the squad. So Cranky Cletus here said, wife left the house and then we scored. Should I lock the front door? Yes.
yeah.
I hate to condone this, but
Get her out.
just tell her to go and, shop or do
Mhm.
whatever until the Eagles game ends, because as of right now, that's probably the main difference. So thank you for doing your part. Hopefully your marriage is still perfectly fine. I'm sure she'd understand, especially if she's an Eagles fan. But we appreciate all that you're willing to do, the sacrifice that she is also willing to make, whether she knew it or not. When she walked out the door and they scored, that was kind of the sign. Leslie here with 5 said, if Johnny Wilson could keep his hands on the ball, he could make a huge difference with that size and strength. Let's run it.
Hasn't had a lot of good passes his way, though. Let's be honest here.
That's true.
Scott Norris
behind him.
Finished 9 holes, was not happy I came back home. Yeah, I would have played another 9 and finished the 18 if I was you. Just enjoyed your Sunday before it gets too cold out there. Huh?
Yeah, you probably should maybe just check the box score before you head off the course and be like, yeah, no, we're not. We're going back out. Oh my gosh, this is not great.
I want a new head coach. Never want a Sirianni. Cut Huff. Can't cut Huff because of the cost, and you might get a new head coach. I see a lot of people on Twitter, with the Bill Belichick, but if you fire Sirianni this week, you're not putting Bill Belichick in there because that doesn't work that way. It would be interim Kellen Moore for the rest of the season. And again, my take on Sirianni is if he's lost a locker room, then obviously he has to go. But if the players would honestly, behind closed doors say, we trust Sirianni, Goddard did it this week, BG did it this week publicly, but that's the determining factor. If they've lost Goddard, or if they've lost the team or not. If they've lost the team, then obviously they do. If not, then they will keep rolling with Sirianni. I mean, that's just as simple as that.
You're right, and the players have continued though to stick up for him. Say no, we got his back. We had BG on, obviously, earlier in the offseason. He's telling us the truth of how the players feel about him. So, you never know, because at some point there is a tipping point of guys going, that's enough. I can't handle it anymore. But from all things that we've heard, even a little bit of adversity, I can't imagine the players are going to be nope, we're done. I've had enough. I'm fed up. Maybe, but it's still early. You got a bye week to regroup. other things to figure out. But yeah, if they lost it, then it's totally done at that point. James here with the 5 said, "Time for a beer. I endured the first half without one." So
There you
it's
go.
yes, if you need to
It's
change up your
time.
drink, I actually need to go refill and get another drink too. So did you want to run? I know you mentioned the water. Did you want to
No,
do
no,
that
no,
first,
no.
or
My,
I?
my wife brought it. Go for it.
Oh,
Go
oh,
for it.
perfect.
Wife
Okay, I didn't
got the
even notice
water.
that. Thank you, Paige, the MVP there. I'm gonna run then.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get this and be back in just a second. Oh, actually,
go
one
for it.
more. Let's see. Tope Daddy said $2. Oh, have a beer on me, boys. We appreciate that. Even though he said go Bucks,
$2
we
for a
do
beer?
appreciate.
How much do you
He
think
said
beers are these days?
we appreciate the contribution nonetheless.
We
Although
do.
the
We
go
do.
Bucks at the very end, I do not appreciate. Micah with a
Yeah.
2. Nolan was lined up 1-on-1 with
Yeah.
Godwin. I'll let you handle
Your
the
guess is as good as mine,
analysis on that one.
Micah. Your guess is as good as mine because that makes absolutely no sense. And that's part of the problem with, I think, the overall team so far is that none of it's made sense. The fact they can't get pressure on Baker Mayfield is probably the most glaring problem. I mean, secondary being terrible is obviously a massive problem as well. But the fact that they are completely unable to even touch Baker Mayfield, who's missing offensive linemen, who got sacked 6 times last week, it's pretty telling, right? It's telling that last week was the exception, not the rule. That last week was kind of like a fluke, and Derek Carr probably is not as good as his 2-0 record and 45 points a game actually was. And so, yeah, it's pretty bad. It is pretty bad. Hurts is not the problem, bro. Says Hot Dog. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to blame Jalen Hurts, who's missing his top 2 weapons, has at least a nice drive going, and then the fumble, the defense is playing bad. I mean, Hurts has not been good today so far. I'm not going to defend and say he's been great, but I don't know if you could sit back and blame Jalen Hurts today for the loss when they don't seem prepared and the defense is getting cooked, right? If this was 17, is this just 14-7, 17-7, 10-7, right? It's a very different ball game, but the defense has gotten 0 stops, and that's on Slay. That's on Gardner Johnson has been terrible in coverage today. Quinyon's probably had his worst day in coverage. Linebackers, not covering people out of the backfield. It's oh yeah, it's just been ugly, man. It's been so ugly. Motivational Zone says the Bucs did their homework today. Yeah, you would think the Eagles would also do their homework as well, but apparently not. So, is what it is. Their game plan to get the ball out quick. We're honestly getting out coached, says Marquise Joy. We're definitely getting out coached. I mean, that is like a for sure getting out coached right now. Mott, do we have 1K likes through both channels? I'm not running the stream today, but I'll tell you. Let me see. How many likes do we have? I'll tell you. Because that's, normally the dead giveaway is if we have double digit or 4,000 or 4-digit likes, so 1,000 total, then we're good to go. Let's see. My channel has 395. So we have 1,000 people watching, only 395 likes. So if you could like the show, it'd be nice. And then Josh's has, let's see, how many does Josh have? Philly special. He has 400. No, we do not have we don't have 1,000 likes. We're at like 700, close to 800 likes. Just FYI. So, no, we're not quite there. So hit the thumbs up button. Even if you are disappointed in how bad the Eagles have been today, you can still give the show a thumbs up. We would greatly appreciate that. And all you guys hanging out and watching with us today. Look, Isaiah Rodgers should be out there in the slot. Welcome to the club. That's how I feel as well. It's nice to see him actually out there returning kickoffs, though. So it basically tells you that he wasn't playing due to the fact that his hand was probably more injured than originally thought. And so, he's out there returning kicks, even though they've all been touchbacks. But yeah, eventually you would think that you could kind of get him to play instead of Maddox, although they basically said that Maddox is their nickel because Rodgers was the only outside guy during the year. Quinn took the spot. So, oh man, our rushers are garbage. That is so true. Josh Sweat stinks. Bryce Huff is like useless. I mean, geez, talk about getting a free $17 million. If I was Bryce Huff, I'd be saving all of that because you're going to have to, you're not going to get another contract that's anywhere near that throughout the rest of your career. And so just try and hang on there. So John says we need a new head coach. Okay, Bryce Huff is a waste of a player. I don't necessarily disagree. Josh, let's do some scores here. We'll go around the National Football League. 17-14, Falcons over the Saints, as that one is already into the third quarter. Rams 10-6, that one's in the third quarter as well, losing to the Bears. Vikings 28-7 over the Pack. That one's at halftime. Colts and the Steelers have kicked off 17-3. Colts beating the Steelers without Jonathan Taylor or without Anthony Richardson, as it's Joe Flacco in, and they're winning. Jets have gotten a field goal, a pair of them now. It's 6-0 at halftime over the Broncos. And Philly and the Bucs, I think, are getting close to getting started. So let's make sure I'm getting back to that one here, as they have kicked it off, and it will be a touchback. And I'm guessing we're going to have to sync back up here, Josh.
Yep. I am. Oh, as we get blacked out, obviously. There you go. People saw that if I share the screen, I cannot share what the game is. So even if I wanted to, it blacks it out. All right. I am just seeing the catch and touchback now.
All right. And you refresh your stream, right? So I'm just going
Yes.
to pause. Tell me when you're seeing Sirianni, please.
All right. Let's see.
Should be any second now. Scratching his ear. I'm paused and waiting.
Still seeing Tom Rinaldi for a second.
Oof. Very behind. I hit like on both channels. We got this. This is Michael Heft. I appreciate that.
There we go. Now seeing the Sirianni scratch the ear.
All right. All you. Here we go. Breaking the huddle.
All right. We will get to some of the other super chats, by the way. Missed some of those as we were taking breaks, but we will hit those.
I read them at least.
Okay. All right. Most of those. Here we go. Second half. Jalen in the gun, takes the snap. It'll be a Saquon Barkley run to the right, has a hole and plenty more. The 40, the 45, 50, foot race, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Out of bounds, pushed out of bounds to the 10-yard line. A huge run, Saquon Barkley. And I don't know why we didn't do that much earlier.
It's just these running lanes, massive there as Barkley's going to check out. He's going to need a breather there. This is running behind Becton and Fred Johnson. I haven't said Fred Johnson's name today. He has a good seal block, and they pull Juergens around to take the linebacker, and off goes Saquon. First and goal now for Philly. Holy cow. This is what you wanted, Josh, right? 24-7.5, come out, make it 24-14. Go save Nick Sirianni's job, huh?
Saying there's a chance.
Fun.
All right. Ball actually officially the 11-yard line. First and 10, Dallas Goedert complete up to the 2-yard line. So it'll be a second and 1 at the 2-yard line.
Get Barkley back in this game. I know he checked out because he was tired, but 59 yards on the first play. Lightning in a bottle. Then he checks out and Gainwell comes in. Nice RPO to Goedert to get him close. They can get a first down here. Just need a touchdown. Barkley is not back in, though. You've got to get 6 here. Come on.
I need a Saquon score. I don't need a vulture touchdown here. Come on. Jalen, snap, handoff. Gainwell gets the carry, and Mott immediately dropped for a gain of nothing.
Get Saquon
Third
back
and
in
1.
this game, please. No disrespect to Kenny Gainwell, but these red zone touches all should go to Barkley. Check back in. He's
not coming in.
Sideline.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's not coming in.
Ugh.
You better run the tush push here. You
Yeah,
only
you
need
get a
1 yard.
first down.
Don't play for the touchdown here. Play for the 1 yard.
Push here. I would tush push here.
This is 2 plays to get 1 yard. You don't need to
They're
worry about
lined
the
up
2
in
yards.
Tush push. Here we go.
Okay. Will we see it? Jalen, right there for the tush push, takes the snap, pushes forward. He's got it. First down.
Holy
Not
cow.
a touchdown.
I don't know which linebacker jumped over and grabbed Jalen and then just got carried forward as Jalen vaulted across. That's crazy. Who was that came over the pile? Oh, it's the defensive lineman.
Oh, wow. Golston.
And he just gets shoved forward.
That's too easy right there.
Now,
okay, bring Saquon back.
I'm playing against Hurts this week, so I would love for a Saquon touchdown, not a tush push, but they're definitely going to tush push this again, and they're lining up to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Shocker.
Yeah, you have to, so.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Here we go,
Jalen.
Jalen.
Come on.
Takes the snap, pushing forward, and I think he's got it. Does he have it? They're not signaling.
Yeah, he got it. He's definitely in. He's laying in the end zone.
They're still not signaling.
They're saying
Thank
he's
you,
short.
finally.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
There we go. Wow.
Touchdown, Eagles. Let's go.
24.
We have
Holy
life.
cow.
We have life.
A lot of life. Wow.
Do you believe, Thomas? You're a believer?
Yeah,
You coming on board yet? Or are we still?
I'm sitting here. I don't know about believer. I got to see the defense play, but
Yeah,
I'm a
you're right.
believer in Saquon Barkley, if that counts.
Golly.
A big believer in Saquon
What
Barkley.
I don't know why it took so long to finally run him like that,
I don't
but
either. I don't either.
pulling Landon Dickerson and having a Saquon handoff there for whatever it was, 60 yards.
Yeah,
As the
we'll
kick
take
is
it.
up and good from Jake Elliott, and that means that we can play the song a little bit too. My gosh.
I didn't think we'd hear that today, Josh. I know we heard it once earlier, but I really didn't think we would hear that one today. So Saquon Barkley,
It wasn't looking like it. You're right.
he needs 30 touches a game for us to win. It seems like it's like the only way to do it.
As it is, yes. But especially with the guys that we're missing, right? Like, that's the other thing, too. So, let me run through these super chats, too. I don't know if you got some of them, but the James, Josh, and Thomas, how did you guys propose to your wives? Let's keep the main thing, and proceeds
That's
to
a fun
open the
super
ring
chat.
box. He was I think he was referencing the Cranky Cletus one as well. So just saying, like, let's keep the main thing, and then show him the ring. So I can appreciate that. That's pretty good. Let's just say that neither of us proposed that way. I don't even know officially, but I know that you did not propose that way. So
how did you do it? Quickly, we're on commercial.
Well,
where were you?
It was in Fort Worth. It was Sundance Square, and surprised the whole family and everything else. It was freezing cold that day, but
I knew that.
Yeah,
yep.
one of the
freezing cold that day, and then you went
days.
to New York for your honeymoon. You were in New York City. So you just like freezing to death, huh?
I do like the cold. I will say, I do like the cold. Yeah.
There you go.
Let's see. Did you get Austin Harris? Can we convince Shane Steichen to come back as head coach?
He has his own problems in Indy, although they are winning today, by the way.
That's true, yeah.
They are winning today, by the way.
Other ones. Christian Cooper DeJean's biggest opponents are his own teammates. It's
Goodness gracious.
We saw in the first half.
Please stop hitting Cooper DeJean with your own players. My goodness. Oh, Josh, how many likes are we at? I keep getting asked because they all
yeah. Hey, by the way, whoa, hang on. We're at 967. We're almost there. The win is coming. So hit the like button. We're almost 1,000. Now it's 970, as I said that. So hit the like button. We can win. It is possible. We've done it every time we've hit over 1,000 likes. So that's a good point.
Although maybe we should tell them not to. Like maybe get us to 999 and then wait. That way, if it's we're gonna lose, we don't blow.
We need like a Jake Elliott 60-yard field goal, and okay, everybody hit the like button. Hit it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mark X with a 5. No way Nick survives this season if we don't make the NFC Championship game.
I would say we don't make the divisional round. Like, unless it all depends on how you're playing. But yeah, you have to make the divisional round and then lose a close one for him to stay. I think. Yeah. You might guess. We gotta win this game first, guys. Right? Like, I mean,
take care of business.
Score really quickly. It does not matter. So, we got to calm down.
John Lug with the 2. Didn't we trade for some Dotson guy? Yes, that was earlier as well. But we did trade for him. We don't know who he is. We don't know who Bryce Huff is necessarily either. 0 with the 2. What happened to Julio Jones? I know current issues, but Julio's, no offense to him, like Julio's done. He's old. He's getting up there in age.
A lot of sweating on the sideline.
My
Holy
gosh,
cow, it's hot.
A lot of. Hopefully they're getting enough fluids and IVs from halftime as the kickoff is up, and it is a touchback, so Bucs will have it at the 30-yard line. And then also Pox is coming back with a comment after the play there from the Eagles and saying, never mind, don't trade Hurts. So
there you go.
Okay.
One Saquon Barkley run, and everyone's back in, baby, huh?
Why not? Of course. No one is fickle fandom or over-emotional or anything like that. It's all even kill, level-headed, logical takes.
If regardless of the score here, then I'm going to be mad again. So just know I'm
it can very easily change. Yes, but positive as of right now, and it's 1st and 10 for the Bucs. Baker Mayfield with 2:34 in the first half takes the snap right side, throws it's complete, and a gain of about 4 to Shepard. Darius Slay, your leading tackler, gains another one. So 8 tackles on the game. Yeah, that's exactly who you want.
Closer to up on the line of scrimmage that time, though, Josh. We've talked about these little out routes have been wide open. That was the same out route from earlier, but Slay's a lot tighter, and so a really good job of making a quick tackle, and it's only a gain of 3. A 3 and out would be, I mean, it would feed families, right? I mean, a 3 and out would go a long way to saving all of our sanity right now. Going empty, any pass rush?
Anything.
Where's Jalen Carter?
It's a 4-man pressure. Mayfield has a man. It's Evans, and it hits him in the hands. He dropped it. He had a step on Slay. Is a tough catch to be able to make, but we've seen Evans do that before. Drops it 3rd and 7.
Slay's trying to argue his offensive pass interference as he kind of wrapped his arm around Slay, as Evans did, and then just dropped it pretty much. Eagles get lucky there. I don't know if Slay got beat. I think he got kind of thrown a little bit. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. Oh, please make this interesting, please.
Can they get an immediate stop? Let's see here. You got Mayfield in the gun. Loud. It is. 5 on the play clock. Showing blitz pressure. A blitz is coming. He's pressured now, able to escape it. Mayfield running left side, going to try to get the first, and he does up to the 42-yard line. A first down.
How low is Bryce Huff?
Tampa.
Man. Goodness gracious. Ugh. Yeah, they brought a pressure up the middle. I think it's Baun who was coming, and no one can get close. No one's there. It's man coverage across the board, and it's basically Bryce Huff trying to chase down Baker, and he's not close.
I think Baker might be faster than Bryce Huff there. They're showing it from the side angle, but that did appear, and it didn't even look like Baker's running as fast as he could. So Slay is down and getting looked at here. Okay.
Very curious to see if Isaiah Rodgers would come in for Darius Slay, and he is. Look,
there's
Isaiah Rodgers. So truly, it was the hand injury, right? We're wondering why he's not playing. He's still got the big pad on that hand, but the broken bone is why he didn't play.
I
They never
guess
wanted
so,
to
yeah.
say that, they wouldn't tell us, but okay. Isaiah Rodgers.
Alex here, his sleigh is up and walking off, but he's hobbling. That does
Yep,
not look
he's
great.
hobbling.
Oh my gosh, there's
Gardner Johnson's vomited twice. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, vomited twice, but
Great.
he's still in there because Reed Blankenship's dealing with an illness himself.
No DeJean. I guess you can't play DeJean at safety if you had to. I guess he's been playing too much nickel. All right, Isaiah Rodgers, I think, is in this game right now, Josh. That's exciting. He is. Come on, Zay.
Okay, the first action here. 1st and 10, ball at the 43-yard line of Tampa. A little toss play to the right side, White, and nowhere going. Zack Baun and Nolan Smith combined for the tackle. No gain.
Whatever they said at halftime, I mean, we're not saying it's worked because you got to get, you got to force a punt, but they're at least flying around and getting some negative plays here instead of 5, 6, 7, 13 yards per play. Come on, defense.
Yep. Alex here with a 5 said, I love the surge of energy, but we have to stop losing early in the game. It's not sustainable. Agree. Yep. Even if you can come back here.
Word of the year, not sustainable. That is the word of the year for the Eagles.
It absolutely is. 2nd and 11. Baker Mayfield, empty set now, takes the snap, 4-man pressure, looking over the middle. Now left side, deep shot, has a man. It's incomplete and hit him in the hands again. Hit him in the hands. Shepard with the drop. I couldn't tell. I think was that CJ coming over
they
to
might
try
have
to.
This is real close as they try to work right behind Quinion for the zone, and I think this is tipped. I think he gets a hand on it.
Oh, he does. Okay, good play.
Yeah,
yep.
Good play there by CJ. That's a touchdown if he doesn't get his hand on it. 3rd and 11. Come on, defense. Please. Please do something. Come on.
All right.
Come on. This is huge.
3rd and 11. 10:28 in the 3rd quarter. 5 on the play clock. Baker trying to direct some traffic. Now 2. He's going to get the snap away. There's 4-man pressure. Bryce Huff with a little bit of pressure, but Baker rolls out right. Has it complete. 1st down. Godwin up to the 44-yard line.
You mentioned Bryce Huff had a little bit of pressure there. It wasn't enough. Mayfield gets around him, and he finds Godwin. I think Maddox is working on Godwin here. There's a bunch of receivers. It was C.J. Gardner-Johnson, actually. No, this is Maddox in coverage, and he's so not even close. Maddox just getting cooked all day long by these receivers. Dang it. That's 2 straight 3rd downs.
Yep. People asking where Reed Blankenship is. He's questionable to return with an illness, so we might not see Reed. Tristan McCollum is in his absence. 1st and 10, ball on the 42 of Philly. Swing pass there. It's complete to Bucky Irving before he's brought down at the 35, a gain of about 8 yards, 2nd and 2.
It's exactly the drive you didn't need to happen, right? The Eagles go down quickly. They score. You just get a 3 and out, and the momentum rolls. You hold them to no points, and sure enough, 2 3rd down conversions into Eagle territory, and they're starting to move.
Let's see. Dat Boy saying should do a joint live with Philly 500. Yeah, we've actually had 500 on a couple times, but not a bad idea. They have that in the works. All right, 2nd and 2. Can the Eagles defense get something here? It's going to be a little toss or pitch to the left side. Bucky Irving, plenty of blockers up to the 28-yard line before he's brought down. And that was Tristan McCollum and Thomas Booker on the tackle. Another 1st down.
Yeah, you speak too soon. You're just hoping to get a stop, and now they're going to for sure give up points on this drive. The question is, will it be 7 or 3, right? Just a momentum killer, Josh. Right when you think they could just wake up, they're only down, 2 scores. You're right back in this game, and the defense is getting cooked right now, and they're going to burn up a lot of valuable time as well. And Rodgers is still in for Slay, by the way, in case we're wondering.
Yep, that's true.
Still out there. Can someone make a play? Can we get a turnover? I mean, just non-existent.
Anything, yes. Baker now rolling out right side, looking now over the middle, has plenty of time all day, complete. Mike Evans wide open up to the 8-yard line before he trips.
Was the closest man. What are we doing? Yeah, this is so stupid. I love getting my hopes up and then just getting shredded again because for whatever reason, Nakobe Dean is the closest defender here.
I mean, there's all day for Baker Mayfield, every single play just about. And yep, there's Nakobe. He's just kind of
jogging,
getting lost. He's getting lost in his zone. When the quarterback is rolling out to the left side, you would think maybe let's just keep running to the left side, but he slows down, and then there's Mike Evans behind it. 1st and goal officially from the 7-yard line of Philly. Baker Mayfield takes the snap, handoff to the run, a big hole up to the 2-yard line before Bucky Irving is tripped up, so it'll be 2nd and goal.
All right. Well, if you were hoping to hold him to a field goal, that's dead. They're going to get a touchdown here. It'll be 31-14 very quickly, Josh. No run defense today, by the way. No run defense. Nothing. It's too hot. Jordan Davis he's not in shape. It's too hot.
Yeah, this is just it's too easy. You're right. 25 for 38, 276 for Baker Mayfield. Bucky Irving, single back. See what they'll do here. And it's a handoff, Bucky Irving, and stopped, but pushes forward. I think he got it. Yep.
That's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Good job,
Touchdown,
defense.
Bucs.
See, this is why I said you got to wait. You got to wait and hope for an Eagle stop because they can go right down the field, and they did. Doesn't matter. 31 points today, Josh. This is so fun.
So bad.
This dumbass team. I'm telling you, this defense is literally Swiss cheese right now. It is literally complete Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese.
That's unreal. Just can't do anything.
Oh, man. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Well, any momentum, doesn't matter. Any sort of momentum you thought you had, it's completely dead. It's been completely murdered.
Yep. They're going to review it. Oh, he might be short.
Yeah, he's probably short by half an inch,
Yep.
but it's just going to be more wasted time, unfortunately. Goodness gracious.
I don't know. We'll see what they call there.
Oh, man.
Officially called a touchdown, so we'll see.
Probably keep it there.
Irving is grabbing his helmet, so it looks like maybe they're going to overturned. Okay, he's short, so you're right. I mean, it's still at the 1-yard line, so they'll just probably run it again, but
Jeez. Yep, that's
we
probably
talk about false hope. We still are at that point. Let's see.
Cannot believe how bad this defense has been today.
I'll get to some of these other super chats after this play.
Just waste more time.
7 minutes.
It is 3rd and goal, though, which is interesting. I didn't realize it was 3rd and goal.
Yep. It's gonna be you would assume easy, but let's see. Another single Mac formation. Bucky Irving back there, motion right side. It's gonna be a toss left to Bucky Irving. Has blockers, and that one was much easier than the first one.
Yeah.
So touchdown.
Couple extra seconds. Again. Yeah.
Good for them.
Nothing crazy. There's your 31. Yep. Right when Saquon Barkley tries his very best to bail you out, it just doesn't matter because your defense is going to get torched today. And now again, 24 points. Can you score 24 and tie this game up? Probably. Can you score 31, Josh, and try this game up? No. The answer is no.
Yeah, there's not. I mean, I don't have faith in what we've seen to say, oh yeah, let's just consistently march down the field, score touchdowns. You got to have plays from areas that you're just not getting them. It's a blocked extra point by Zay. It'll be recovered by Keeley. Could get 2 extra points. Come on, run past, beat him. He's still in. He didn't get marked out. It's gonna be okay. All right, hey, 2 points.
Wow.
Hang on now. Guess what? That
Rogers.
makes it. It is a 14-point ball game.
Isaiah Rogers.
Lil play Zay with a big play.
How about Keeley Ringo? Let's make sure he stayed in bounds. I think he did. Wow, Zay is fast, man. Coming off the edge.
I don't know why they're not playing him. Use that speed. Oh my gosh, yeah,
Look
easily.
He was there by a mile.
He would have been able to. He could have caught it. He literally could have caught that. And you're right. The only thing is, did he that last step there? Oh gosh, that's tough.
I don't think he did.
They didn't.
Do they have a better shot? Here's your
field.
shot. Oh, this is gonna suck if he's out.
He's in. He's clearly in.
Wow.
He's in.
He's in. All right. Wow.
2 points. Okay. Ace is
Ringo
saying I'm
and
still not
Rogers.
convinced. I know. It's false hope. It really is.
How about Isaiah Rogers getting the block and still basically tying Keeley Ringo down there, racing to the bottom? That's crazy.
That's
momentum again. I don't know if that shifted, but holy cow. Crazy. How about Keeley Ringo?
I mean, it's a 14-point game, so
the only reason they have been playing him, Josh, has got to be because of the hand, right? That has to be the reason. That's the only reason he's not been playing.
I mean, I would assume
Unless
so,
they
but
finally
man, the
figured it
fact that
out.
yeah, if anything, now we could just say like, all right, hey, Slay gets injured, so you're forced to put him in there.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, he made a play there. It's still a
Electric.
long way to go. I get that, but
Absolutely electric.
are we suckers for punishment because we just keep on believing in it and then it happens
Probably.
again? I don't know,
Probably.
but you said it's not possible at 31. It's technically 30.
30.
So
Still
do we
feels very
believe in that?
impossible.
Do we believe in
Still
it?
feels very hard to believe that they're going to get enough points.
It
But
does. You're right.
you never know. You never know. We will definitely take it. We'll definitely take it.
Let's see. There's a let me get to some of these other super chats as well
Go
because
for
we're talking about these also. Jay, I would do a huff and a pick for a huff and a pick or two for Adams. Talking about DeVonta Adams, I assume. I know there's like a
DeVonta Adams?
totally.
Really?
There was like
Out
a
of everything that we
really
need?
clickbait article of it was titled as like
Oh, yeah, I
Eagles
saw some
trading
channels
for
doing that.
superstar or something like. I was like,
Yeah.
really? You got to. They're
Yeah.
not trading for him, but
Yeah. I don't like to touch those. Those are
No.
pretty clickbait uselessness. So
as the
other channels do that.
right, and I'm not opposed to like if at this point, could you get anything of surplus for Bryce Huff? But it's like his value right now is so little. It's like, what are you
So
really
little.
able to trade him for and entice a team to go, oh yeah, wait, but that may be a good player to help us there. So even if it's defensive, if you try to say, hey, let's go get somebody else, Hassan Reddick or even other situation, but. Josh, is it Erder? Hopefully said the name correctly there. So appreciate the 5. Said longtime subscriber. How is Sirianni not gone? There is a terrible display again. Too much talent. So,
Oh man, I like this
That's what we've
replay of Isaiah Rodgers. Man, he is so far around the edge.
Got there by a mile.
Crazy.
Appreciate the support though. Yeah, Sirianni needs some help here, but the players still back him. That's what we keep coming back to.
Yeah.
Also,
Pretty
that
much.
boy saying another 2. Oh, a joint live of the game is what I mean. Yeah, maybe even doing a joint.
I don't know about that.
I mean, I don't know how that would work necessarily of going on different hosting platforms, but as there's a return from Shipley to the 26, so that's where the Eagles will have it.
I mean, you go down and score, Josh. I guess we just believe until we don't believe, but they got to go down and score now. You're running out of room in terms of this time. There's not a lot of time left. How many more possessions are you going to get? And can your defense get a stop? Right? That's the real question. So, got to go down and score.
Donnell saying it's clear our defense stinks. More so, players or coaching with the question. So more so, is it players or coaching with the defense? But
a little both, maybe. Players are definitely not making plays though. Holy cow!
All right.
Come on, Jahan Dotson. Come on, Saquon Barkley.
Answer the call here. Jalen takes the snap. Saquon does. Nope, fake handoff. Jalen keeps it. Going to move forward to break 1 tackle and up to the 31. So a gain of about 3.
How does Jahan Dotson not have a catch today, Josh? How have they not schemed up just something to get him the ball in his hands and break this very clear receiver curse that has been placed on 83? It's just crazy. He has nothing so far today.
No. And he said that he's ready. He's wanting to show people what he can do and all this other stuff, but it's have not seen that. We'll see. Pistol formation for Jalen, though. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Fake handoff to Saquon. Pressure coming. Going to try to step up and elude a man. Now he's going to pass it. Saquon open to the sticks.
Go.
First down. And tries to bulldoze past the guy. Breaks a tackle and keeps going.
Go,
Saquon
go.
into
He's
Tampa
unbelievable,
territory,
man.
I believe. Where was that
so
at?
Good.
First down.
He's so good. He's the best player on the field, and it's not close. He's the healthiest he's ever been. He's the strongest he's ever been. He's the most explosive he's ever been. That's Jamel Dean. There's their nickel corner, I believe, and he runs right through him. First down.
Up to the Tampa 42. Can the Eagles take advantage? And they'll feed Saquon again. This time he's going to just continue pushing forward for a gain of 3. He just, you can't bring him down initially. The first guy's not going to get him.
I think the only positive if they lose this game will be the fact that this offense with Hurts, with AJ, Smitty, and Saquon at full strength is still extremely lethal. The defense is going to have all the question marks today, but Saquon with this offense, when it's at full strength, is just unreal good. Dotson's not even in the game right now.
2nd and 7.
tight
That,
ends.
that tells you all you need to know.
He's getting his shoe
Jalen
fixed on the sideline.
looking at the defense here, directing traffic.
on.
1 on the play clock. He's going to get the snap away. Blitz is coming. Now left side, complete Goedert, and going to be right at the sticks. That might be a first down.
I think you got it. Yeah, this
Yep.
is right there. Goddard's been great today, by the way. He's been getting open. That early drop was a problem, but good yard after catch here. Yeah, I think he gets that. If not, it's a half an inch short. They're going to go half an inch short.
Okay.
So now they're going to touch short. Come on.
I gave it to him a little bit too quick. Yeah, 3rd and inches here. Tush-push formation. Jalen takes the snap, and about 2-yard gain. There's a very easy conversion, so first down.
A lot of people worried about the tush push early in the season, Josh. Can Juergens run it? Is it going to work? It's been pretty good. I think they've started to figure it out. I can't think of a time they've gotten stuffed other than the fake tush push kind of outside run to Barkley earlier on in that Saints game last week. But it's been working, and Barkley getting another breather. First down, though, for Philadelphia with Gainwell in. Come on, guys.
Can the offense do it? 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Trailing 30-16. Jalen in the gun. Takes the snap. Blitz coming to his left. It's picked up by Gainwell. Throws it left. It's complete. What a catch. What a throw. Dallas Goedert, gain of 8. 2nd and 2.
Jeez. Linebacker on a simple out route. And this is a great throw, first off. I mean, this is set right into Goddard's hands, and he toe taps his way. Really strong just to be able to hang on to that football. And again, the offense is moving the ball really well now. 2nd and 2 at the Buck 22. Come on, you got to get 6, though. Where's Saquon? He's not in.
Nope. Gainwell there next to Jalen. Takes the snap. It'll be a fake handoff to Gainwell. Jalen's going to run left side to try to get a first down, and he will. He's tackled down, but a gain of about 3 or 4. So into red zone territory, and it is a 1st and 10.
Hurts has struggled on the read options a couple times the first couple weeks, right? Not necessarily making the right call, keeping it when he should have handed it off. That was a really good job of reading the defensive end, watching them explode in on Gainwell, and then just tuck it and run for the first down. I wouldn't mind him going out of bounds instead of taking that hit, but first down, Saquon's back in. Let's punch this sucker in and make this a 1-score game. Here we go. From the 19.
All right, 1st and 10. Ball to 19. Dotson motion to the right side. Jalen taking the snap. Blitz is coming up the middle. Picked up by Saquon. Now gets through. Jalen has time. He's stripped. He loses
Fumble.
the football. Oh, my gosh. The Buccaneers have it. It's a turnover. He was just about to throw it there, and they got the ball.
Dang it.
Come on. Every single time you move down the field, and it's going to be so good, and then nope, you just can't. It's one thing after another.
Turnover-free football. It's not possible.
Oh, my gosh. Levante David just strips him.
He takes too long. I mean, he already knows he has pressure. You got to know it's coming. Damn it.
Oh my gosh. Every time. It's like, I don't know why this team cannot finish. And by the way, there's the turnover too. I mean, that's a turnover. We talked about, can they go without a turnover? No, they can't.
Nope.
They can't.
Nope. Not possible. Just when they're just going right down the field, man. Just when they're going right down this stupid field. Another Jalen Hurts giveaway, 27 in his last 22. There it is. I mean, you just knew it was coming.
Yeah.
You just basically knew it was coming.
Why not?
You had to get 6 there. You had to hope the defense would be able to hold on. It's not the case every time. And again, that one's on Jalen. They pick up the blitz. Hurts then steps around the linebacker and then takes 9 hours to decide to reset and throw. Your clock's got to go. Like, you just got to go, man. I know he's trying to throw this into the end zone. Maybe there's somebody open. You just got to have some sort of pocket awareness that you got to make sure that as soon as someone is in your face, even if you get past him, you can't just stay still and hope there's no one around you.
It's so bad.
Just so frustrating.
Yeah. I mean, I get that we don't have Lane Johnson, but that's literally, as you say there, he's got
Johnson's fault.
Right. He's got the fact that he's got Saquon picking up the blitz. You know that it's there, and as you say, step up into the pocket, and if you can't throw it super quick, the internal clock, it's got to be better. It's situational stuff, and I don't know. I'm getting to the point where I'm beyond the point of, like, we say, oh, well, yeah, there's instances where it's on a receiver not running a great route, where there's on someone else that's not doing something. At the end of the day, there's a common denominator, and enough of those turnovers. It's like another one. How many weeks in a row are we going on of, 8 weeks of a turnover? It's just one thing
Pretty
after
much.
another. And I know you don't have the
Pretty much.
playmakers. Yes, it will be better when you have Smitty and AJ, but the fact that it's just another instance of you're marching down the field, there was a you're going to be it's going to be a one possession game. Like the momentum is there. It is there for the taking. And it's just we talk about derailing, there's stuff that happens and it's just without fail every single week. There's one thing that pops up. It's ridiculous.
Every time you get your hopes up, every time you get your hopes up, just rip it right out of you. Now, you pray that the defense can get a stop, which hasn't happened.
No.
How many more times do we have to ask for the defense to not give up a stop? As they've not gotten stops all day.
There's a run play, Brandon Graham with a good stop, so it is a 2nd and 10.
And this defense doesn't get turnovers, Josh. They don't get strip sacks. They don't get sacks. And so you're asking them just to force a punt, which has been basically impossible. Let's see who's open as they're showing us the replay here. Who does he think he's throwing this ball to?
I think he's got Calcaterra, I believe. Yeah, right over the middle. He's going to try to hit him for the...
That's not going to be a close throw either way.
It's a dangerous throw.
It's not a guaranteed touchdown. The only way that you can say it's not his fault is if he had someone running wide open. Not the case.
Baker Mayfield takes the snap now. Pump fake over the middle. Deep shot. He's got a man, and there you go. It's complete. Big gain to the 45-yard line.
Defense. This defense is so trash. It does not matter at all today. They are going to get shredded down the middle of the field. It literally does not matter. Goodness gracious. Just can anybody make a play? One play? So embarrassing. I'm so sick of it. No pass rush. I mean, literally, you and I could stand in that pocket and pick this defense apart. It's unbelievable.
It's inexcusable. I can't understand this thing. It's just
300 yards for Baker Mayfield.
Baker handoff and really good hit. Kobe Dean just lights up Rachaad White. So,
Cool.
Well, there's something, but it's like it feels meaningless because it's just like, hey, cool, one play, great. Now it's a 2nd and 12 maybe, but haven't proven to me that anything's going to happen. You can't do anything. DeRilly said, we got Thomas saying dumbass during the live stream. That's how you know it's bad.
Yeah, well.
Cold Cash, when we going to learn that this is Vic's scheme no longer works? It's so easy to create mismatches against
Starting
it.
Starting to wonder.
And Pox also saying, never mind, trade Hurts.
Yeah, I know. We all get excited, and then it's an immediate turnover. Yeah, what is the TV timeout for? I don't know why we're going to TV timeout.
Oh, yeah. Was there an injury? I may have missed that if there was.
I didn't see one.
Well, we went to a TV timeout for some reason to see if there's any reason for that, but...
So infuriating. It's just disgusting to watch. Oh, man. Hurts has 4 interceptions and 4 fumbles in 4 games this year. 3 in the red zone. That is crazy bad. Crazy bad.
No excuses for that one. Every single time.
Oh my gosh. It's crazy, though, that this defense could have just not given up 30 points today. We'd have still 16 points on offense, right? I know you get the 2-point conversion, but this could at least be a little bit closer. But the defense is just going to get shredded. You kick another field goal here, it's, a 3-score game, and, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
It's so frustrating.
It's just I mean, I don't know what to say. It's just like every single time. We watch the same thing over and over. And there's glimpses of like, man, okay, hey, get my hopes up a little bit, right, against New Orleans, because that shouldn't have happened. Quite honestly, we just watched what we saw from the first 2 weeks, and we're like, no, the defense is not going to be able to do that. Yet they do. And then it's just every single time they hate it. Ace Jory, appreciate the 2. I didn't see a message there if there was one, but I appreciate the 2. John M. with a 5. Week 4 guys missing some key starters still in this game. We are going to be fine. I appreciate the optimism.
I hope so. It's just going to stink for 2 weeks as we wait to play again and then hope that we beat, I think it's the Browns after the bye week?
Yep.
Is it the Browns? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You lose to the Browns and then we really start hating ourselves? I mean, geez.
I'm just so struggling to. Like it can't even be like, hey, make one play or make two plays. Okay, it looks like it was Jalen Carter actually.
Why is the ref shoving
What
Jalen
in the
Carter to the
world?
ground?
Jalen Carter fell and then he went out and he's being looked at for an injury. So that
Did the ref
second and
shove him to the
11.
ground?
Yeah, like Baker sacked. There's a sack. Josh Sweat with a sack. Wow,
I thought he
I'm not
got
sure
the
what to say to that.
ball. I thought the ball was going to come out there. Oh, dang. That was right there for the ball to come out.
It's so
Good job,
shocking.
Josh
I'm
Sweat.
just
We'll take a sack.
surprised.
Baker kind of climbed right into this. How did he not? Oh, geez, he hit it, and then it just kind of got caught between his.
Oh gosh, he
How
almost
did
did.
he not get that ball? That's a miracle he didn't get that football.
Why are we so unlucky with that? It's like if that was Jalen, you know that's going to be a fumble
Yeah,
there, just
that's on
because
the
we
ground.
don't hold on to those.
3rd and 14. Cross your
Okay.
fingers. Hold your
We need
breath.
consecutive plays here as the third quarter is winding down. Baker going back. He's sacked again. No, he's not because we can't. He's going to get the ball away. It's incomplete, though. There's a flag.
A lot of flags.
There's a flag.
It's probably be on us.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be on us. Are you kidding me, though? A lot of flags. Yeah, so this would be probably a first down. It's on. One is on Maddox. And an offside. Carter's going to go to the locker room.
Walking to the locker room.
3 fouls by the defense. You have offsides. They'll decline that one. A holding.
Of course it will. Yeah.
They'll
take the 5 yards in the first.
First down. Are you kidding me? This is such a joke. This defense is such a literal joke.
Yeah, Vontae Maddox. Oh yeah, why just tackle the guy? Just tackle the guy.
Why is he playing?
Oh my gosh!
Really, why is he playing? Like, it's a serious question. Why is Vontae Maddox playing? There's no reason for Vontae Maddox to be playing. He's getting shredded all day long. Why is he playing?
Makes no sense. I mean, and it's the same again. It is watching the exact same movie over and over and over again because it's like, hey, well, there's a sack, right? It's like one play to get a little bit of maybe we could see something, and then, oh, cool, bail him out, holding, completion, first down. Matt with a 20 said, when you think about this, this defense doesn't have any holes because there's no border to put holes into.
That was Josh Sweat's first regular season sack since week 9 of last season. How about that?
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, that's good for him. He had been getting, actually, surprisingly, a decent amount of pressures.
Oh, my goodness. It's just...
Green wingman.
Just crazy.
Gotta love Hurts doing his best Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde impression.
You know, through the first 4 games, Carson Wentz in 2020 had 8 turnovers. Through the first 4 games, Jalen Hurts in 2024 has 8 turnovers, which is pretty fun that we just are living this all over again.
Yep. Big J with a 5. Absolutely ridiculous, man. I keep telling people he's not an elite quarterback. He's average. He's reminding me of Carson Wentz, losing faith in him. Shaking my head.
The turnovers do. I think Carson made a lot more terrible throws and really, like, boneheaded plays, but the turnovers are turnovers, right? It doesn't matter how boneheaded they are versus how impressive they were with a defense. That's yeah. I mean, he's not Carson Wentz, but he does remind you of Carson Wentz sometimes, and it's not gotten better. And that's a pivotal drive too, Josh, because I mean the Bucs are now going to be in scoring range. You go down and even kick a field goal, and you're right back in this game, and yet it doesn't matter now. There's not enough time. Defense has to make some sort of miracle play, and they're not going to because we know they're not going to because they're incapable of doing that.
Yeah. Fourth quarter. We're here. Fourth quarter. And by the way, too, like every player is sick. And I don't know if it's just like lack of preparation as Dallas Goedert now is getting looked at on the sideline with something with a leg, hamstring maybe. Could just be the temperature. Feels like 107 out there, but you knew you were playing in Tampa. Goodness. Start of the fourth quarter here. First down.
Under center is Mayfield. He's going to play action and roll, trying to set up a screen to the left. That's going to be caught, making a man miss. So there goes Rachaad White. Big gain. He'll have a first down and more. And that's a broken play that should have gone for negative yards to first down. I don't really care anymore because this game is over.
So bad. Nakobe Dean's there. He should be making the tackle, and he
Missed
totally
tackle.
whiffs. Just totally whiffs.
But
And
there's no point in playing Devin White, Josh. There's
no,
just
no,
no
he's
point.
inactive. Yeah, he's
Don't even want to
inactive
have him
because
dressed. He's
he's not
not
going to
better
be
than Devin White or Nakobe Dean, whatever. All right, well, this drive
unbelievable.
doesn't matter because, obviously the 11th missed tackle of the day for the defense as the Bucs have 1st and 10 from the Eagle 32. Baker under center, takes the snap, play action, pressure coming, steps up, going to go deep into the end zone for Evans, incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag as Quinyon was in coverage there.
Good coverage. Yeah, they're letting both of them play physical, so I guess. Ezra with the 20 said, can we talk about how it feels like the play calling is trying too much to play through Hurts instead of using Barkley as a bell count, even though Gainwell mixed in there. Love you guys, though. Appreciate that. Yes.
Can we talk about how they cannot even scheme Jahan Dotson open? Like, they can't even,
can't do that.
Throw
Won't
this
do that.
pass to Dotson no matter what. They can't even do that. 2nd and 10.
That didn't look good.
Takes a snap out of the shotgun and quick give right to White on the right side, and he's going to get at least 7. Nice big gain there because, of course, there's a flag too. I don't know if the Eagles got their 12th man off the field. Oh, no, it's a hold. Okay, wow, a Buck penalty. How about that? Rare.
Haven't seen that.
I remember talking about this week on my show how much the Bucs, offensive line problems last week, missing their right tackle. Their left guard is like the worst graded guard in the league. All doesn't matter. They have been all over this Eagle defensive line. And now Carter's been out, essentially. He's obviously gone to the locker room, so not going to make any other difference. But 2nd and 20, that might at least help back him out of field goal range if you're worried about that sort of thing.
Man.
All right, ball at the 43-yard line of Philadelphia. Baker back in the gun with 5 on the play clock. Takes a snap. Here's a 4-man pressure. They're going to throw again. Steps up, fires, caught, wide open. That's Otten, and he's going to have about 10 on 2nd and 20. It's going to be 3rd down and long right in front of Zack Baun, and it's going to be a 3rd down. But the Eagles have not gotten to the field on 3rd down. It hasn't really mattered. As they're showing us the 11 missed tackles in this Eagle defense today, which has been really fun.
They talked about it. They got called out for it. The scheme hasn't been good, and then you see something just return back to it.
13 missed tackles now. We got a couple more in those last 2 plays.
Yeah.
3rd and 12 from the Eagle 34-yard line. So they're basically in field goal range. Empty. Here comes a quick screen right side that's dropped. And so the Eagles are going to get bailed out by a nice drop there.
Because that's the only way. That is really the only way.
And so you're going to be in field goal range. It's a long one, but that would make it a 3-score game. So any points here can be a real nail in the coffin as they are going to try and kick it.
This could be the game. It was already the game, but we've make it a 2-possession.
52-yarder. He's going to be standing on the Buccaneer flag at midfield here from the left hash. This is a big one. All right. Snap. Good hold. Kick up. It's got the distance. It's dead straight, and it is good. That's probably the nail in the coffin. I think we've said that like 8 times today, but I think that's probably it because you got to go 3 scores in 12 minutes. I mean, crazy things have happened. You saw Georgia last night, but probably will do it.
Unreal. I'm just totally dejected at this point. It's just glutton for punishment, thinking that things like going to change, get better. There's one positive play. Oh my gosh, it's unreal. Pizza Hut said, I hate being negative. I'm normally not. I want to be happy about the Eagles, but this team is not making it possible. We're right there with you. I'm struggling to find any sort of positivity, any sort of hope. I know that the fact that, they don't have some of the playmakers, so that's cool, but geez, it's bad. Luther Franklin, Eagles got to pull it together. Sloppy ball, not disciplined, not inspired by the coaches. Terrible play calling, bad awareness, too many missed tackles, and the list goes on and on and on and on. That's the thing too. Is it's not even one thing. It's in all phases. It's defense, it's offense, it's special teams, it's players, it's coaches, it's just having the morale. Like, it's every single part of the team. It's not like we look at it and say, oh, if the defense could hold up their end of the bargain, we'd be fine. Or if the offense could hold up there. It's the whole thing. And I mean, honestly, as Sirianni said, if
Great point.
there's issues, it's reflected in leadership. It's reflected on me.
Yeah.
If there's any issues, it's first and foremost me. Like, there's no explaining it away. Like, it's every single time.
Yeah. Yeah. It is a great point. I mean, we're trying to hold on to the fact that this offense is, moving the ball there in the second half, and then they only scored two touchdowns, right? It's not like they've had some sort of crazy day. And then you pair that with the defense looking completely anemic, and this is what you get. This is what you get. You're going to lose to good football teams. The Bucs are a good football team. It's that simple. So, what do you want to do? What's crazy is that again, Dean will not play for Maddox. White is inactive. Seems like you had some options here, but nope.
You got to be kidding me.
All right, so they're coming back here as it's going to be a Eagle kick return upcoming.
I think Cam Jurgens is also questionable. I believe I saw that.
Yeah, it's too hot. Gotta love not being prepared for the heat, as this is going to be a ball into the end zone and not returnable for Isaiah Rodgers. Very clearly, the Bucs are very scared of kicking this ball to Isaiah Rodgers, which tells you something about how they feel about Rodgers' ability to return kicks. So that's kind of fun. All right, 12:59. You would need another quick hitter, but I don't know if you're going to get one. Back out will come the Hurts-led offense. Just don't look embarrassing, please. Do not throw another interception. I cannot believe we got to go 2 weeks to talk about this game before you get another game. That's probably the worst part, right? You need the bye week due to injuries. We're going to have to talk about how bad they look for 2 weeks because of the early bye, which is great too. So
I may not be able to. It's just it's so
404 yards of offense for Tampa Bay, buck 89 for Philadelphia. Half of that is from Saquon Barkley. So no John Dotson today. He's done nothing. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the Eagles, 20. Looks like Dickerson's the center as Hurts takes the snap. Looks right, throws to Barkley. That's caught out of the backfield. Long way to go for a first down. He'll fall forward for a gain of 5. And so Dickerson will be your center. Steen will be your left guard. Becton will be your right guard is kind of what you're looking at here. As, of course, Dickerson has center experience from his time early at Alabama. So no Cam Jurgens. 2nd and 5. 12:32 to go in this ballgame. 33-16. Hurts from his own 25 in the gun. Barkley to his right. Here comes a 4-man pressure. Hurts steps up. Now he goes to his left, still looking. Now he's going to throw left side. That's going to be caught, and that is John Ross across the 30. That'd be a first down, and there's number 38, a real not sexy wide receiver number, Josh. That is that's as ugly as it gets, but he makes a play there, just activated from the practice squad after being newly signed a couple of days ago with the Smitty concussion. 1st and 10. They go hurry up.
38.
Hurts in the gun from his 31-yard line, takes a snap, another 4-man pressure, steps up, fires across the middle. That's caught wide open.
Hey.
It's Grant Calcaterra to the 45. There's
There
a
you
big
go.
gainer. And there is the poor blocking, but really good pass-catching tight end from the slot. They've had to use him a lot today with only 4 active receivers and a good throw and catch, and Bird offense moving down the field. As they've done, besides shooting themselves in the foot in the previous drive. So 13th completion for Hurts. He's got 110 yards. Make it 136 now. Hurts back in the gun. 11:32 to go. Bucs playing soft coverage. 4-man pressure. Hurts looking. Now he's going to load up.
Come on.
Deep ball, left side.
Okay.
He wants Ross incomplete. Way overthrew him.
Yeah, take a shot, I guess. Whatever.
Yes. Yeah, try and use the speed of John Ross, but that one did not work. Now 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock.
Didn't have the step at all. KQM said this bad defense causes Hurts to press more, combined with the injuries of the offense. We're cooked. Fangio scheme is trash.
Probably.
Daniel, what the hell is going on? Oh, my God. Scarv Marv said Maddox and Dean is better than DeGene and White.
I'm
sorry, is less than DeGene and White. So, yeah.
All right, 2nd and 10 now. Bucs potentially showing pressure. Gainwell in as the running back to the left of Hurts. Play clock down to 1. Takes a snap. Here comes a 5-man pressure. Gets to Hurts. He's going to be hit and sacked at the 48-yard line of Philadelphia. There's Levante David. He's been a menace here in the 4th quarter.
I'm
you
so
got
done.
makeshift offensive
I'm so
line
done.
with Jurgens out. It doesn't make a difference.
I mean, I get that playing in Tampa is difficult, with the humidity and the heat and everything else like that. But like this still comes down to preparation. And you got guys out with cramps. You got guys out with IVs or needing IVs, sickness, illness. The team's just falling apart. Then you have issues here too. Dickerson having to be your center because you don't have a backup center.
3rd and 20. They're looking like they're going to bring pressure again. Hurts in the gun. Here they come. All out blitz. Hurts steps up. He's going to run. Got a lot of room as he goes across the 50 and then slides really awkwardly down at the 45. That looked horrible, and there's a flag. It's probably a hold. And it is a hold. Can we just get this game done, please? Like, let's just throw in, just surrender. At this point, just surrender as they get a hold on Steen. So it'll be 3rd and about a mile.
Yeah, that was really bad. I don't know what happened. If Hurts got injured before he even slid, or if he just
really
slid awkwardly. But he did not look like he was running like he normally does.
He's still out there. Here we go. 3rd and 29. Go to your favorite play call for that on your play sheet. Jeez. Ball at the Eagle 37-yard line. 4 in the play clock. Saquon Barkley not been in the past 3 snaps. Get the snap off. 5-man pressure. Here they come. Hurts in the pocket. He's going to be hit and sacked. And he fumbled.
He fumbled the ball.
The Bucs got it.
I think the Eagles were. I think the Eagles.
They did.
Yeah, but still, he fumbled. I mean,
Fred Johnson got it. All right, I've seen enough. I'm good. I've seen enough.
Yeah, I think we'd all seen enough well before that.
I like how that hand Hurts feels the ball get pushed out of his hand.
Yep.
Still steps up to try to make a throw and then gets hit. Comes a punt. This is so. I cannot believe it's 9 more minutes of this suffering.
As Brady was saying there, too, 4th and 29. It's just, or 4th and 39. It's
punt returnable now to the 20 and out of bounds, and so back out comes the horrific Eagle defense. So, what a way to ruin a Sunday, man! What a waste of my time. It's been a pure. Imagine paying to go to this game. I would be demanding a refund.
I feel terrible for people. Yeah,
I'd be demanding a refund.
If you're an Eagles fan, wanted to show up, hoping to
demanding
get anything.
Refund. Jeez,
unbelievable. You knew these blitzes were coming too, and that's the problem, right? There's instances where, yeah, you have hot routes, but other times where you get behind the chains, and all of a sudden you got to make plays. You try to force it. You do too much.
Devin White retweeted a tweet about Levante David's strip sack of Jalen Hurts. He has since deleted it, but Devin White is
what the
is pretty pissed, as you would expect.
Okay, well, if we didn't, despite being a good teammate beforehand, maybe that tells you something. So
it's crazy. This team is a disaster right now. Absolute disaster.
That is crazy. Oh, can you imagine that? Can you really imagine the fact that someone's going to hope? I mean, at this point, I guess I just hope that they ask about all this stuff, right? But like to Sirianni, even bring up the retweet, because Devin White's inactive. He's not playing.
Sure.
So why not, right? Because we're going to ask other issues and questions the situation. But is there something with the locker room this early into the season? I know we have a really long season to go, but it's starting to, or it kind of has, but it's starting to feel like the same old thing of DMing a fan at halftime last year, and now you got a guy who's inactive who sure is upset, but there's a certain point of, okay, cool, it's one thing to do some of it if you're inactive, but to retweet, which would assume that it's like, all right, you're just sitting there and you have time to go, oh, let's retweet this against my current team, right? Like, even if you respect him, you're going to sit there. That's just unbelievable. John with the 5 said, between last week and this week, we needed at least one win. Got it last week. Not we look, but he said, we good, fam. So I appreciate the positivity. So. I'm just like, I am struggling. The more that we see of this game, and the more that we see from locker room morale, everything else. Pac says Nick and Hurts are the roots. The plant is dead.
Sirianni, I think the writing is very much on the wall for Nick Sirianni. But besides that, it just doesn't look. It looks like an 8-win team right now. It really does. 1st and 10 from the Buck 21. Baker takes the snap, looks right, throws quickly. That's caught. There's Otten. Breaks a tackle naturally and runs out of bounds, and still gets a first down.
He did. Oh, good for him. 2 missed tackles there before gaining the first down.
Darius Slay's back in, by the way. Carter is out with cramps, is what they're saying now. All these quick throws too. It's amazing that we didn't scheme this for Jalen and Eagle offense, right? Quick throws worked really well against this Eagle pass rush, which has done nothing. But an actual good pass rush in the Bucs pass rush, you could neutralize that. I don't know. What do I know? But first and 10, 8:44. This team has clearly quit today. They clearly do not care the rest of today, as I don't
Quantum
blame
says
them.
Slay will laugh with the Bucs after nobody tackles.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he will. And he'll tweet, "It's on me, guys," at 4:30 today as White or Bucky Irving for 3. Yeah, I can't wait for the fake accountability on social media from everybody. Slay's podcast is going to be super fun. I mean, geez, it's just, oh my gosh, it's going to be great.
Evan Foley with a 10 said, you guys mentioned earlier issues in all phases. How would you rank them? What are the issues? What are the worst issues that must be fixed during the bye? Hoping to see some improvements.
Coaching, defensive line, 1 and 2. You could flip them if you want to. Secondary's been a problem today as well, but I don't know if that's the biggest problem. 2nd and 7 now. Baker throws tipped in the air, and that is dropped. Chance for a pick, and they dropped it. Gardner Johnson. Gardner Johnson's been getting cooked in coverage his entire season. I think he has 5 touchdowns he's allowed, 4 touchdowns he's allowed.
Not been good. And a lot of missed tackles. Johnny Wilson being evaluated for a concussion. So,
nice. Too early for his season. That's great.
As if we were not low
Likely
enough
can't
on
come
wide
fast
receivers.
enough, Josh. Holy cow, they cannot come fast enough. 3rd and 7 now. Baker in the gun from the 38-yard line of Tampa Bay. All-out blitz coming from the Eagles. They don't get there. Throw is going to be incomplete, though. It might have been tipped. Trying to get Godwin working on McCullum, who's been in for Reed Blankenship all day. 4th down. I like Kev's question here with the super chat. Is this the 49er game from last year? All downhill from here? I don't know, man. It feels like this is close. It feels like this is close.
It's such an early point in the season. I mean, I hear you there. I'm not believing it because of the fact that you still have your playmakers out, and whenever Smitty and AJ come back, it changes the ball game. So if we had all our guys and we were watching this, then I would absolutely be like, this is it's just going to be the same thing. But
you have all your defensive guys. As a punt fair caught by DeJean. Look at the
defense
ball
has to be better, but the offense could still help it as well, because if they didn't have the defense out there as many plays, then they're not winded and they're not getting gassed, and I don't know, just there's so many issues, so many areas. But I would say you got to get things figured out in the bye. You got to get healthy. But this team is I would say more so than a lot of other teams predicated on you can't suffer injuries to key players, because as we're seeing, they don't seem to overcome those very well. I know injuries hurt lots of teams, but it has been a drastic issue. Lamario says time to bench Hurts. He's not him.
A little early for that. Juergens back in here. 1st and 10 from the Eagle 23. Hurts 14 of 23 for 136, touchdown, and a turnover on a fumble. Here's a quick throw. Hurts is going to pump fake. Now he's going to roll to his right and throw it deep out of bounds. It's incomplete. Don't know if there was a flag. Trevin Dunn with a 10. We are far from good. The team is just unprepared, poorly coached at all phases. At some point, to be honest with yourself, at an overly optimistic fan of this atrocious team. I think, it's a long, hard look at Sirianni, but it's like, they brought in Fangio to kind of be the adult in the room, and it's not Sirianni's offense that's been horrific. They've been bad, but they have injuries. It's Fangio's defense. 2nd and 10.
Yep, it's been abysmal.
7:34 to go in this just horrific football game. Barkley's not been in for a while as Hurts takes the snap with Gamewell next to him, throws across the middle. That's caught. There's Campbell for 7. It'll be 3rd and short as Campbell's been, I don't know if he's in a bright spot, but he at least has a couple catches, even though they have not thrown to Jahan Dotson yet.
Been all right.
Going hurry up, 3rd and 3. Takes a snap, give Gainwell. He got a 1st down. Nice gain up the middle. That'll be up to the 38-yard line. It'll be a 1st down, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I would almost, they're probably just going to sit Saquon the rest of the day just because there's no point in him getting hurt, which I totally agree. Goddard's out of the game right now. Yeah, this is like just kind of get out of this game now. 1st and 10 from the Eagle 39. Hurts in the gun. Gainwell to his right. Takes a snap. Blitz coming. Steps. Throws right side. That should have been picked. Incomplete, though, as Levante David right in front of Jack Stoll. That should have really been a pick 6.
He
Second
had
down
his
and 10.
chance. Yeah, that was right there up for grabs. Hurts put it right there where he could have easily gotten it. Dude with a 5 said Sirianni's butt has to be blistered. His seat is so hot.
It's really hot. Yeah, it's charred. It's been cremated. Ashes to ashes. That's where it's at right now.
It can't be. You can't be feeling it. Much like the Tampa temperature here, 106. That is Sirianni and Lurie and Howie cannot be enjoying the product that they're seeing on the field right now.
Second and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hurts in the gun. 6:48 to go, and our misery is done. 3 in the play clock. 2 in the play clock. Hurts stamps his foot. Here comes a 4-man pressure. Blitz coming. Hurts is going to get hit and throw. That's caught by Stoll across the middle. He's upended for a gain of 2 or 3. Cranky Cletus with 5 says, fire Sirianni, draft a quarterback. I'm not quitting on Hurts yet, but the coach continues to lose this team. He needs to go. I think we might. I don't know. I don't know if I have an official say on. I'm putting my voice behind Sirianni getting fired, but it's definitely on the table, I would say. 3rd and 6. 6:18 to go here in the fourth quarter. Hurts slowing things down, checking at the line. I haven't done a lot of that today, as Bowles' defense has had his number most of this afternoon. Hurts takes the snap, 5-man pressure across the middle. Jahan Dotson first down. He exists on a non-screen play, too. That's like his first non-screen catch.
Unbelievable.
Jeez.
Haven't seen him in forever. Wasn't sure if he was still here.
Wow, I cannot believe he actually did something. 1st and 10 up to the 50. Ball's right on the 50-yard line. 5:45 to go here. 3-score game, so it doesn't really matter what happens. Just get out of here uninjured, I would say. Blitz coming. Hurts in the pocket. He's hit and sacked. There's another one.
Might as well just help the Buccaneers players make the Pro Bowl. Just
I would sit Hurts now.
Stats.
I would sit Hurts. There's no point in getting him hurt right now. What is the point of him being in this game?
I mean, he's gonna probably be like, don't demanding that he doesn't get out, but yeah, there's no the risk reward here is nothing. You've already lost so many of your star players. Just move on.
Bucs had 2 sacks their first 3 games. They have 5 today. That sounds about right. Hurts on 2nd and 15. Another 4-man pressure. Stepping up, looking left, throws. That's going to be intercepted.
Yeah.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. He's running with it the other way. That is going to be a pick 6, but there's a flag. This is going to come back. It's still going to be a pick. Yeah, so it's going to be a pick, but they're going to call it back. I think you're going to get a block in the back here. Make sure he catches it. No, he actually dropped that, so incomplete. The Banza, he says fire everyone for the 10. Maybe. Wouldn't mind it. Jesus is human, excuse me. Sirianni's a clown. This team will bounce back healthy after the bye. No excuses for this defense, though. It's embarrassing. They better bounce back. They got 2 weeks to get healthy. They better bounce back.
This is a lot, though. I mean, it's not a one quick fix. You're seeing way too many things of a team that just does not look like what we talk about, like Super Bowl contender chances for other things. That may count. Like it's going to be a flag on Gainwell.
Yeah, but it's still not. It's going to be a low hit on Gainwell, but it still should be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, you're right. It'll still be incomplete.
Yeah, we got to figure out if this is actually going to be an interception. That's the first question. Incomplete pass. Okay, not a surprise there. Officially an incomplete pass. They're going to get a personal foul on the Bucs. And then a low block on Gainwell. So all of it resets, and they're going to redo it. So there you go.
Oh, boy. Just so bad. Eternal Peace, appreciate the 2. Chad Brown, the 2, also saying they need to sit Hurts down. I mean, yes, we're in agreement at this point. There's 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Tyler with 5 saying, why isn't Jahan Dotson being used? He's not bad. They refuse to look his way.
I know. I feel the same way. They have not schemed up anything for him.
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine.
Hurts is still in this game, which does not make sense. Under 5 to go here, 33-16. We are so close to getting to go relax and watch the second Second slate of games today. It sounds a lot more fun than this. Hurts on 3rd and 15 from his own 45. In the gun. Takes the snap. Here comes some pressure. Throws back right side. There's Dotson on a screen. And that gets blown up. He gets about 5. But nice to see 2 catches for 83. That is more than he's had all season. So we'll take it.
It's just, I mean, you still even look at that play there, and I'm thinking, oh, he's got some blockers set up. But nope. Just a gain of 3.
Yeah, he's lost the magic, man. That's whatever magic we thought he had as a first-round draft pick in Washington. It doesn't exist now. It's gone. It's fully gone. Fully gone.
Okay, well, that's just, why not? You know, you're going to have to go for it anyway. But Jalen with not a lot of help.
4th and 11 here. From the 49. 4:17 to go before our misery is over. Hurts takes the snap. Here comes an all-out blitz yet again. Hurts is going to be hit and sacked. 6 sacks.
That's solid.
Oh, man. Oh,
okay.
Boy. 6 sacks.
Jordan Mailata just gets torched. Just torched on that play.
Yeah, they don't want to be here. They had no interest in playing in this game. Todd Bowles, man, he has owned Jalen Hurts, and whatever offensive coordinator the Eagles have had, it has not mattered. He has absolutely owned them. Evan Foley with the 5. Just a reminder, too, this was out of our control. Brandon Perner's curse wheel target us this week. Did it really? I didn't see that. I've heard of the curse wheel, though.
That's actually a good point. I forgot about that. Yes, it did.
I did not realize it would be the curse wheel.
You still wonder sometimes.
Baker in the gun from the Eagle 44. Takes a snap. Quick screen, left side. That's going to be caught by Mike Evans. Nice gain there for 8. That's been a theme of the day in front of Quinyon Mitchell. Under 4 minutes to go. So hopefully we just milk this one out. And maybe the Eagles are just looking forward to their little mini vacation, right? They're probably going to get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off this week would be my guess. Maybe they go all the way till Saturday. I don't know, depending on how, what they make them do in terms of coming back in the building. But it's going to be interesting to see what they all do. Just go enjoy, have fun, get out of the house, get out of Philadelphia. Oh my gosh.
Might as well, you can enjoy it. They need a total reset, just of all phases, of every single possible thing that we can think of. I just can't think of it. James said I'd be 100% fine firing both Sirianni and Vic today and hire Belichick tomorrow.
I don't know if you can do both. We saw what happened when they replaced coordinators last year. It just got worse.
Yeah.
I think you got to keep Vic. I think firing Sirianni is a real question. You got to kind of decide as Gardner Johnson is out of this game, limping to the sideline. They don't seem very hydrated today, Josh. It doesn't seem like they.
Kind of like holding his shoulder there, though.
DeJean is in as the other safety now. Again, not that it matters. 3:45 to go here. 2nd and 4. Baker in the gun with White to his left. They're going to run this all the way down before they take a snap.
This one and get it over.
Baker in the gun, takes the snap. That'd be a give to White, right side. Makes the man miss, gets around the edge, got a first down, and stays in bounds. Sounds about right. Not really surprised there.
Yep, this team, regardless, I guess we'll say that the bye week is a absolute blessing in disguise because we need a bye week right now of all things. This team, fortunate, as crazy as it sounds, fortunate to be going to the bye 2-2.
Fortunate, very fortunate.
So many areas to clean up. Needs to get focused. Not a serious team. CJ getting the cart to go into the locker room.
Nice. That'll help. That will help. All right, so now we are back to a 1st and 10 for the Bucs. They can probably just run it here as they give it to White off the left side, and that'll be a gain of nothing. Good tackle there by, looks like Tristan McCollum on the tackle there, along with Zach Baun. Shout out to One Siglo Uno with a $2 super chat. Didn't say anything, but appreciate that. Garrett Middleton, if you saw this one, been an Eagle fan my whole life. They make it really hard to sit and watch them. No fight, no will. That feels last year we talked about no fight, no will, no swagger. Very little swagger on this defense. There's no swagger on this defense, right? Gardner Johnson's not been great. Hard to have swagger when you're getting burnt every single play. Slay didn't look good today for the majority of the day. The defensive line is just terrible. There's no swagger on the defensive line. I mean, imagine if it's Fletcher Cox's swagger actually mattered as we go to the 2-minute warning. It's nothing. Excuse me.
Yeah, nothing at all.
Ugly.
John with the 5 saying 2 weeks to get healthy. We'll be okay.
Hope so.
2 weeks to get hopefully everything figured out. It's a lot. Albert saying, God, please end this torture now.
Yeah, I know.
We're getting there. We're close. 2-minute warning.
Flipping the bird, 2-2 going into the bye. Could be worse, I guess. We'll be healthy and ready to go after the bye. I still have hope for the season. Yeah, I do too. The offense will for sure be better. But, will the defense be better? Defense has one good game against the Saints, who I think are very much fool's gold, right? Against a real offense. Today's a good example of that. They're getting absolutely killed.
Devin White responded earlier, but he just said, I only meant to heart the tweet. He said, that's my twin for life. It's in my favorites. So the retweeted tweet for the Levante David play, it was just an accident of retweeting instead of hearted. So, okay.
Does hearting it make a difference? I don't know.
Yeah. As people are also saying, it does ask you, it double checks to ask that you want to retweet it instead of heart it. So it's not like it just click and it retweets. So
yeah,
you had to double down on it, but okay, maybe so. Maybe. You want to believe that? I don't know. Not the best look, just like everything else that we've seen so far from the Eagles today. But we the people, Jalen holding the ball way too long. When he doesn't have Brown and Smith, he disappears. Zero pocket awareness. Josh Allen doesn't have these weapons and performs. Sirianni should be gone. I mean, I can't really defend that, quite honestly. Now, Jalen hasn't had an offensive coordinator for a long time. He has one here, but it's still taking some steps to adjust and everything else. But I mean, there's no denying. Like no one in their right mind would say, "Oh, Josh Allen has the same weapons that Jalen Hurts does." But,
yeah.
I don't know, man. Sirianni definitely needs to be gone. You need confidence built up in all phases, but definitely with Jalen in the offense. Daniel with 2 said, would firing Nick hurt us in any way?
It's hard to say, right? It's really hard to say just because it all depends on what the locker room thinks, Josh. Like that's what matters. If the locker room is still in on Nick Sirianni, then you don't fire him. If the locker room is out, then yeah, you let him go. As here's the first play coming up for the end of the 2-minute warning. Other side of the 2-minute warning, I should say. Mayfield under center takes a snap. That's going to be a handoff by White, and it'll be a gain of 5. Trotter Jr. is in the game now, so they pulled Baun. They also got Jelix Hunt in this game, so they have gone full surrender mode here. As we're probably, it's 3rd down, so they need to get a first down, 3rd and 6, but a couple snaps away from losing this one. So Bucs next 4 games: Falcons, Saints, Ravens, Falcons. That's interesting. Be interested to see where the Bucs are at in 4 weeks. Philadelphia, when you go to their next 4 games, as I go ahead and pull that up, obviously you have the bye week: Browns, Giants, Bengals, Jaguars. So pretty bad stretch. Cowboys, Commanders, Rams. It's not the strongest stretch there. I don't know if it makes a difference with how bad we look today, but it's not like it's a juggernaut. Baker under center on 3rd and 6. He'll give to White running left side, and he breaks a tackle, and we'll have a first down. There you go. That'll ice it.
It's honestly, that's fine.
We're done.
You wanted to see that anyway, but the fact that you can't even get a stop there, it's just par for the course. So, cool.
Yeah, they will not play another team with a winning record in the next 4 weeks, really, after the bye week. So
you need that, honestly.
Positive.
I mean, maybe hopefully you can start something positive come away from the bye week, but so bad. Elbert with the 5 said Dean Huff and Maddox need to sit. Give me Rodgers, White, and Jalix out of the bye, please.
I wouldn't hate it.
You got to think there's going to be personnel changes. Coaches got to be better, no doubt, but there's got to be personnel changes at a couple different positions. From seeing this film, you have 4 weeks to prove something to Fangio, prove something to the offense. Naturally, you get your offensive players back, but Austin Harris with a 2 said the Eagles make it tough to be positive sometimes.
Yep.
I'm struggling to say anything positive.
I feel the same way. As looks like we have a couple of walk-offs. I think the Falcons just walked off with a field goal to beat the Saints.
Whoa.
That's pretty crazy. Wow.
A 58-yarder
They
too?
did.
Wow.
They
Huh.
did. Vikings 31-22. They've got 6 minutes left. The Pack have made that a game. Steelers trying to come back against the Colts 27-24. Broncos 10-9 over the Jets with the football. Bengals 31, Panthers 24, Jaguars 20, Texans 17. A lot of close games happening right now. It's kind of fun.
So there you go. Even though the Packers were losing 28-0, they
Made it a game.
made it a game.
Made it a game.
They might still
Yeah.
lose, probably, as it looks like, but
Jordan Love just threw a pick in the end zone. So, yeah, I think they're going to lose.
okay. Yeah, then it's over. Yeah.
Fun while it lasted. Dante, Dean missed like 10 tackles today. He can't cover either. That's what we kept saying during preseason, but everyone said we were crazy whenever, Dean was named the starter, right? We were like, oh, no, Dean was better than Devin White, which I don't believe it. But did you see the people $10 one? I don't know. I think you did. I think you read that one.
Yes.
Jalen
Yep,
holding
I
the
did.
ball way
Yep.
too long. Yeah, I
Yep.
want to make sure we saw that one. Okay. Yeah, I mean, listen, there's obviously you can't throw the towel in on the season because it's only week 4 and you're 2-2 and you're in a bad division and the Cowboys could lose and blah 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 blah. But there's not a lot of hope, right? And maybe we should have seen this coming, right? I mean, when you lose to the Falcons in a game you should have won, and then you barely beat the Saints in a game where you look really bad, and then you lose here. They've got to show us a lot more. Now, the only bright spot today, Josh, is that you get A.J. Brown and DeVonta Smith back. That makes a huge difference on offense, a massive difference on offense, right? So the offense shouldn't be a problem. Saquon was great today in a very limited role. They'll be healthy, but I think the defense has some serious question marks. And again, secondary this, secondary that, play as air riders don't. It's the front 4 that doesn't exist. That is the real issue. The front 4 does not exist. That's the real concern, is that they're that bad. So
yeah, you're not making life difficult on opposing quarterbacks and the running game. We saw one instance of it against New Orleans, which I think scheme wise played up better for the Eagles' chances for one. And the Saints probably feeling a little bit good about themselves, and now you see they've lost 2 games in a row. So yes, it's the NFL, but you're right. If you just look at it time and time again so far, the bulk of this D-line is not getting any pressures, obviously. And then even with the run defense now, okay, you got some sacks, but ultimately in this game, it should have been so much better, and it could have. And that's the question. When you invest so many resources in the defensive line, like how he has, draft-wise and free agency-wise, the production's got to be there, and it's just not. And that's the biggest case in point. It has to be better. The hard part of the question is, like, I don't know what you do. Like, I mean, I don't want to overreact and say, because again, there's a long season left and you have the bye week here, but looking at this squad, I don't know what you do with the defensive line. And
I don't either. I don't know how you
I'm
fix
sure
it.
Fangio will probably go to the press conference and, say, I got to do better. And probably, I would imagine, maybe call out a few players because he's brutally honest and he's not afraid to do it whenever that happens. But the hard part, too, is that you don't have anybody else. You can't just say, like, well, yeah, Bryce Huff didn't play well. Okay, well, who do you insert there? Who do you play? Because every single time it's like, well, we haven't seen other guys stepping up even in the limited snaps that they're seeing. They played a little bit better, but it's nothing to where, like, a team doesn't show up and go, oh, the Philly vaunted pass rush. Oh, the Philly vaunted defensive line. It's Philly, the take what you want defense. Like, you just march it down the field. Baker just had 7 sacks against Denver, and they come into this game, and certainly for the whole first half, but really beyond that, but definitely the whole first half, it's whatever you want. Baker, you throw it wherever you want to, because it should have been much worse, and the only thing that saved us was drops in the first half. It should have been an absolute blowout with no chance by halftime, and we cling to hope because it was like, oh, well, maybe here's a stop. There's one play being made, and it got worse and worse. And the sad part is, I don't know, personnel wise, it's got to change. But who's that going to be? That's the biggest question there.
Garrett Middleton says, do you see Hurts being better 2 years down the road? I like him, but I can't help but feel we need to look for his backup in the draft. I still feel like it's early, but if he struggles the remainder of the year, then sure. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a possibility, but you got a lot of money invested there. You don't want to Carson Wentz 2.0, right? That's the fear.
No.
Oh, man. But yeah, and this whole idea of trading for Reddick, which you talked about a lot, it's something that sounds good. Does it make a big difference though, right? Does it fix the front 4? Maybe. I don't know. I just don't know. I honestly do not know.
Pluto.
And then are you going to waste another draft pick? You already wasted the Dotson draft pick. You're going to extend him and give him more money. It's just a lot of questions. A lot of questions.
I was going to mention this one because as you were talking about Reddick, Pluto is better said, appreciate the 20, but said hopefully everybody's healthy next time they play. Otherwise, we ain't beating anybody off this super bad head coaching and defense. I want Reddick back. So again, to the point of,
There's someone wants Reddick back. Okay.
you want Reddick back, and I've seen a lot of comments of people saying that let's get him back. Let's see what it takes. A trade, potential, anything.
Yeah.
It's better than what you see from Bryce Huff, but like what all does that take, and how realistic is that legitimately, to see a move like that? I don't know what the box score wise too. Is actually, let me make sure we get this other one. John M with a 5. Thanks for that. Said, here's a novel idea. Tackle. It's the prerequisite in the game. Yeah, you're not going to do well on defense.
Do that.
When you have
13 missed tackles today. What was the number? It was a massive number. Was a huge number.
Hey, Bryce Huff did get his first solo tackle, so we're trending upward. Bryce Huff with 1 tackle today. Good for him.
Got a tackle.
Good for him.
That's huge. That's huge for us.
Cold Cash with a 2 said we're all Cardinals fans now.
Who do the Cardinals play
suddenly
today?
the Commanders are the front runners. So.
Yeah.
Sure, absolutely. Let's be honest though, not to throw too much shade as far as what the Commanders have played, but they are in first place in the division.
Mm-hmm.
The NFC East is very much looking like the NFC least as of right now. There's not any. I mean, I don't care who you say wins the division. Even you want to overreact and say that the season's over. Or what doesn't matter who it ends up being. NFC East does not look like any sort of juggernaut and does not seem any sort of confidence. So maybe that's a positive on one hand to say, well, hey, even though the Eagles don't look like that great, that promising, lots of areas to clean up, the division's not that difficult. But, I mean, man, there's so many issues that we're looking at. David Lewis with a 2. Appreciate that. Didn't see a comment. Jonathan with a 1. Also didn't see a comment. Then Gavin with a 2 said, we need a big-ticket edge rusher. Here's one against it, though, saying not Hassan, in my opinion.
It feels like they need to hit on a big one in next year's draft. That's a for sure, right? I mean, you want to talk about an absolute must in the first round next year's draft, it's going to be edge rusher. For sure.
Yeah. It's just sad because you invested so many resources. And how does, Jalen Carter is fine. That's not one that we're questioning. Yes, he had the injury, kind of came back in really late. Probably, hopefully, we'll see, how bad that is. But he's got a bye week to get fully healthy and everything there.
Yeah, same with Gardner Johnson was cramps too. They put Gardner Johnson in a cold tub. That's what they were trying to cool him down.
That's just insanity.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they just have so many questions. I was hoping that we would be sitting here as we were talking before in the pregame. It was like, oh, hey, good. You get the win. You go in with positive vibes, 3-1, bye week, time to, clean some things up, get healthy, get right. But this is the exact opposite. I mean, at least you can get healthier, but it's the exact opposite. You're going in with so many questions, not trusting a head coach, not trusting your coaches to have the players ready, and so many different areas that your weekend of you probably need to change some things out. It is a long season. It's not over. You can turn some things around, but I just don't know when you look at a squad that continues to struggle the exact same ways. It's not like it's, you lost here this way, you lost this.
Yeah.
It's struggling in the exact same ways. The Eagles have not scored in the first quarter at all this season. They're the only NFL team to do that. With this offense, with this team, you would have expected for sure that you're going to see differences there. The defense is not holding up its end of the bargain. 6 sacks on Jalen today. Crazy. I mean, we could just go on and on and on. There's just so many areas. It's not one point altogether.
And now you wait 2 weeks, right? You get this taste in your mouth for 2 weeks. You don't kind of get to flush it out very quickly. But again, at least they'll be healthy. And if you were going to fire Nick Sirianni, Josh, this is your chance, right? As we get ready to wrap up here, this is kind of it. I mean, you don't want to do it unless it all, the wheels come off and it's week 9, right? And you only have two wins in week 9, then obviously you fire him. But if you stay about 500 all season long and you win 1, you lose 2, you win 2, you lose 1, you can't fire him. If you want to do it and try and save the season because you think it's Sirianni, which is a big if, then obviously then this is the time to do it. Tomorrow morning would be the time to do it if they really want to make a move. But
that'd be wild.
It's just crazy how small of a leash you would have had for that to happen. So I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see. Dave and Lewis with the 5. So we're trying to keep up Jalen Hurts. We're setting up Jalen Hurts to fail. We have a great running back going against 27th ranked defense. He got 10 attempts. Dumb coaching. that is true, but you also was down so much, it was like it was hard to start using him, and then they
Mhm.
eventually did, which was nice. But
They
yeah,
just they just make it too difficult. Yeah, I'm right
yeah,
there with you. Anthony Perry, shout out to the 5, also said, "Not good enough to win without multiple pieces. Our coaching and
mhm,
Hurts, love Hurts, but he needs pieces. Saquon's a beast, must have more guys." So far, the proof's in the pudding there. Jalen's needed that. Yes, you're playing with a very slim roster, but not able to make the most gains from it. The play
yeah,
calling and scheme was, not great. I understand that it's a 59-yard run from Saquon, kind of skews the statistics there, but it's an 8.4 yards per carry, 10 carries
mhm,
for 84 yards. If you
mhm,
start out the game saying, hey, let's commit to the running game, let's run the football on a team that has given up 137 yards per game, one of the worst teams in terms of efficiency and yards per carry and everything else. And yet, through the first, 4 drives, I think Saquon had two carries, 2 carries, 3 carries, something like that. So it's not, again, we can go back to, it's not on just one thing. The players made tons of mistakes. The coaching made tons of mistakes. The scheme was
yeah,
totally wrong. So it's
yeah,
all together. And then also Anthony for the other 2, yeah, said get healthy. That's a part where this team is only going to go as far as healthy as it is, and the coaching. And right now, you need all your playmakers on the field. And even with that, I still would struggle of going like, can they do it? Can they make enough plays? I don't know.
hitting killer with a 5. It's not our D line having a problem with everyone we lost on the O line. Couldn't stop pressure or sacks. That was true towards the end for sure. But they're also
Yeah.
teeing off because you're down multiple scores. So obviously you got to try and I don't know, balance it out. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm at a loss for words. I'm just really glad the game is now over. That is where I'm at right now. I'm very
Yeah.
glad the game is officially over. Honestly.
Yeah. Well, and unfortunately too, we just put an end to the like streak. We do appreciate everybody hanging out.
Hmm.
Just misery less company as we're trying to do this. But we got well over 1,000 likes on the stream, and it did not turn into a win. So I guess that thing
Yeah,
is maybe
it's dead.
dead. Who knows? But
Try again in 2 weeks.
oh boy. Well, hopefully everybody else still, have a great rest of your day if you can, or
Yeah,
do whatever you need to flush it and move on. At least it's a bye week. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, if it's like you want to see quick
maybe.
football, but hopefully they can turn things around. So, um, any last
Nope.
thoughts, feelings,
No
anything?
last
I know we've
thoughts.
kind of covered it all.
No
So
last
yeah,
thoughts. We've
I'm
covered it
I'm
all.
feeling pretty good. So
Try and enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Hopefully we be a big Cardinal fan. They're up 7-0. So big Cardinals fan today. It'd be nice if they'd lose.
there you go. Well, as always, we do appreciate you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're not already. And
We'll be on
we'll
Sirianni
see.
Watch this week.
It's yeah,
We're on call. We're
more
on
news to
call.
come, I'm sure. So until next time, you know what it is. Go Birds.
All right. See you guys.